There's only one person you can find
You
good.
make me feel like this, and I love you. Such a that powerful skill. Down that. You let me do it till I'm satisfied. Now, baby, I ain't got no more pride. Sweet sugar, I surrender. I don't want no other man. Baby, you win. You ain't never got to worry. Never got to worry. You'll never be alone again. There's nothing there. Ooh, I wouldn't do. And I love you, such a Thank y'all for liking this live. We about to get the show started pretty soon. Once we get to 1,000 live, once we get to 1,000 likes, that's when we gonna let people on the panel. Today we gonna get it crack-a-lackin'. We don't chase numbers over here. We don't do it. We don't chase them. But today we got a nice hot topic waiting and willing for y'all. Cause hey, hello Nicole. Nicole, how is you, Nicole? You all right? I know you be over there in the ghetto. Nicole be over there in the trenches. Nicole be over there in the trenches. And then she come over here to get a little what do they call it? Refuge? Not refuge. Respite. Would you say respite? No. She coming over here to get a little bit of respite. Respite is when you, what is that called? Use your short period. Yeah, it is respite. I am correct. Nicole came over here to get her a little bit of respite because she be hanging out in those streets, y'all. She be in them international streets acting crazy. Ooh, Jamel, get out. This ain't your neighborhood. I can't stand it when people come over. People, Nicole, why do people from the not mentionables be coming over here? I be trying to take, and look at Roman. Thank you, Roman, for tapping the international live. Thank you so much. You've been so good. You've been so good. But Nicole, why you just liking? Why you just liking? Thank you, Roman. I don't know who you is. Roman, was you on the panel the other day? I don't know. Some of y'all I can't recognize. Okay, that's enough tapping. We don't need all this tapping going on. We trying to chill. We don't need all this tapping. I don't want nobody on the panel. Don't tap to 1,000. Hey, and then y'all stop tapping. Hey, I like it. If you like it, I love it. I want some more of it. This is one of my favorites. The conversation do be getting good. I know, but you be, Nicole, I be hearing that you be over there. It's either you or Megan. But y'all be, oh, it gets good over here, Roman. Don't worry about it. It gets good. But you know what I noticed? I don't know if it's you, but y'all be over there in them projects. That's what I be hearing. And then people be like, oh, you know, this happened over there in the ghetto, and this happened over there. I can't stand the ghetto part of TikTok. Ooh, I can't stand it. All of the, ooh, just some of the most unsavory characters in, imagine. These people exist in real life. Imagine having to deal, y'all know I'm doing my rant now. Imagine having to deal with a lot of these people that's on this app in their ghetto. Imagine their behavior on the app. And y'all have seen how some of these ghetto gutter snipers, y'all have seen and witnessed how they behave themselves on this app. Can you imagine interacting with these people in real life? If I had on my pearls, I would be grabbing my pearls of privilege. You could never catch me in real life. I'm talking where the air is going out, you know, swirling around you. Captain Condescending, how are you? Is you in here again? Let me write you down because I don't know if this is stalking. I don't know what this, we don't block you and then you don't unblock yourself. I don't understand. I don't understand why people keep coming up in here to get cooked. How am I condescending? Because, and this is what I don't understand. When people say I'm condescending because I have a standard in my life and I don't want to be hanging around with the riffraff. Now, I guarantee you, controversial Canadian, if I had a whole bunch of people on the panel hooping, hollering, screaming, calling each other all kinds of derogatory names, you wouldn't be calling me condescending. But when I set a boundary and said, you know what, I don't want no riffraff. I don't want it. I don't want you cut it. I don't want no riffraff over here. Then I'm the condescending one. That's how that works. So if we sit on here and we let 6 people get up here and start screaming and yelling and acting all types of fucking crazy, y'all don't say nothing about that. But as soon as somebody says, you know what, I don't want to be around the toxicity. I don't want to be around the mess. I don't want to be around the ghetto people. Hello, your mom. Then y'all, ooh. Nick, you can't sneak in here no more. I see you. Oh, look at Nick always giving me gifts. Thank you, Nick, really. I haven't been getting gifted. Ever since I raised that money, the people have left me. I ain't been gifted. No, I'm joking. It's going good, Nick. It's going really good. You know, I'm just over here talking my usual bullshit before I really get the show started. You know how I do a ramble. You got a flash goal. Nick, you know, I give y'all credit for going. I'm sorry, it's telling me. I got a flash goal. Y'all, I got a flash goal. I give y'all credit and respect to the people that go live constantly for hours and hours and hours. Everybody thinks that it's easy to do, but it's not easy to do. It's really not. I thought, you know, because I've gone live before, but never at this pace. And it has been quite the experience. Dealing with different people, you know, with different opinions, and dealing with some fucking assholes. A lot of y'all are fucking assholes. I'm just gonna say that. A lot of y'all are fucking draining. Really, a lot of y'all have the critical thinking skills of a fucking rock. Is this my cousin? If you my cousin, you ain't rolling your ass up here in here. We're not doing that. Is that my cousin? It looks just like my cousin. Anyways, yeah. A lot of y'all are easily triggered by the simplest shit. And that's why I'm saying, I cannot imagine how y'all deal with shit in real life. Yeah, you look just like him though. You look exactly like him. I know you're not him, but you look exactly like him. I can't understand it. But then the more and more that I'm on this app and I see how y'all behave on the app, I'm very happy I don't have to interact with a lot of y'all. Because some of y'all are fucking lunatics. And y'all can take that how y'all want to. Some of y'all are fucking bona fide crazy Looney Tunes. And I know for a lot of y'all, it's not fucking, it's not performative. A lot of times for me, it's performative. I'm over here, you know, I got to put on a fucking show for you yuck mouth motherfuckers. But some of y'all, I have had y'all on this pit and I am baffled. Some of this shit, and here's another thing about a lot of black men. And you know, over here, if you know over here, we put everybody's ass on the carpet, everybody's feet go to the fire. The way y'all be talking on this app, I really want to see y'all sit at y'all mama's kitchen table around your aunts and say some of the shit that y'all be saying. I would like to see how long your ass survives. Even I'm from the suburbs, and there is no way I can sit at a table of with my black mother and my black aunts and say some of the shit I hear on this motherfucker. My father would knock every last molar out of the socket if he and half, well, a lot of y'all don't know y'all daddies. And y'all can say that's a YT talking point, but it's true. The numbers don't lie. See the people, the daddyless people, they just left. That's why a lot of y'all be acting like y'all be acting. Good morning, Merry Christmas. That's why a lot of y'all black men be on here talking about black women like black women ain't nothing. But y'all stay fucking black women. Well, some of y'all. Just because black women starting to get a standard don't mean y'all get to talk about them any kind of way. That's what I think a lot of y'all is mad about. Because, you know, when women had to survive off of men, you know, men ain't really had to do much. They ain't really had to show up. And now y'all come and engineer y'all mouths to say any man that takes care of a woman, oh, he's a simp. You know who's a simp, in my opinion? You know who's a simp? A man that puts a seed in a woman and doesn't take care of the seed or the woman. I'm about to end the live because I'm hitting nerves. I know I'm about to hit a couple of nerves. It's about to be 3 people that's about to leave this live. And then y'all want to get y'all crazy asses on this app talking about body count. Oh, the body count. If she got this body count and she got this again and then this body count. Let's talk about the bodies that you produce with that woman that you don't take care of. And how many of them is it? Let me end this live right. Y'all want me to end it? Because I'm doing too much today. I'm doing too much. I'm being sensitive. I'm being sassy. Should I end it? Y'all want me to end it? Hello? Good morning, Merry Crossings. Y'all want me to end it? Because I know I'm hurting some feelings. And I know y'all like to report folks because y'all be like, bullied and harassed on your phone. On your phone. I don't have no mechanism to keep your monkey ass over here. And I said monkey ass, and I'm talking to everybody. Monkey ass. And a lot of y'all get offended by that, like y'all mama ain't told you to get your monkey ass in bed. I'm from the suburbs, and my mama told me that. And she a whole doctor. And half y'all men on here, y'all can call me sassy. I'm married to a woman. I have 2 children, so I don't care. My wife thinks I'm very sassy when I'm throwing her back out. Thank you so much. You're so good to the live. For real. Half y'all men be on here. You ask and y'all get mad at me. Thank you for the breakthrough star. Half the men come on here, then they want to get mad at me when I'm telling the truth. And then I'm like, turn your camera on. Why y'all don't turn your cameras on? I tell you why a lot of y'all don't turn your cameras on. Because you're insecure, right? You're on here talking about this, women and they baby hairs. Sir, you don't even have no hair. Sir, you talking about women and they blonde wigs and you don't have any hair. And you ain't nothing but 35. Sir, you over here talking about this woman and doing this and doing that about this woman and you got bigger titties than her. You's a big titty bitch. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now they leaving. Now the numbers is where I like it. I like the low numbers. You want to know why I like the low numbers? Because I can talk my shit without getting reported. Because y'all motherfuckers is some sensitive. Y'all always talk about how sensitive and emotional I am. But y'all stay reporting. How are you 50 years old and you on an app and you reporting people for harassing you? And you in their space. You in my house. When you got the option to scroll up. And some of y'all women ain't no better. Y'all know everybody's feet get put to the fire. Some of y'all women ain't no better. Really. Some of y'all women come on here. How you gonna tell me I'm feminine? You didn't even grow up with your daddy. What you know what masculinity is? You ain't grow up with your daddy. The only masculinity you got was from that man that threw your back out and left because you don't know how to vet. I'm going to end it, y'all. I'm going to end it. Today, I don't know if I'm going to be... I don't know if y'all can handle me today. Because a lot of y'all, like I said, y'all want to say I'm sensitive and emotional. But y'all get up on this panel and start hooping and hollering. Well, you know, the men's is the women's is I can't do it. Am I wrong though, Rose? Internal Rose. Am I incorrect? You know, as soon as I open this panel up, and I am in about 2 minutes after I get done with my normal rant, they get up here and they get real emotional and sensitive. And then they start telling the anecdotes. Well, you know, my ex, you know, I got 7.3 kids. I got 7.3 kids, and he left me back in 1872. And you know, men ain't no good. And then you got the men. Well, you know, with they anecdotes. You know, I got 17 baby mamas and 35 kids, and you know, women ain't. And then you get the old one, the old person. I've been married for 75,000 years. And my first husband, Earl, he was next door fucking Lula May. Am I wrong? I can predict the characters. And, you know, I had caught Earl. You know, he was throwing Lula May's little back out in her, in the garden. You know, and I said, Earl, stop pumping. Stop pumping. You know you got the sugar. You just had a stroke. Then that's one person that comes up on the panel. Then you got the person that comes up just randomly. Well, chicken nugget. They say the dumbest shit. We will be sitting here talking about the topic, and they'll come in here. Well, the other day, I was dipping my chicken nugget in the sweet and sour sauce that I had got. And that's one motherfucker that comes up in here. Then you got the other Billy Goat motherfucker that thinks that we're all dumb as fuck. Like we was all on the back of the bus, on the little bus like this, who want to come up here and educate us. Like this is our first day on planet fucking Earth. Well, the system was created, and then, if you would let me finish, we don't give a fuck. We was in school. Well, the systematic approximation of the exclamation is that the YT people have calculated that we should 375 days ago. Shut the fuck up. We know about systematic racism. Do not come on this panel giving us a history lesson because we get it. Every fucking time y'all do that same shit. And then you got the one that's drunk. They gonna come up here and think they gonna fucking overtalk me. And I'm just gonna drop and block your dumb ass. They come up here. Well, And then you got the fucking crier. Thank y'all. Hey, thank you, Amanda. Then you got the fucking crier that comes up here. First, they start off real nice. They have a good point. And you say one word. I can say tree branch. Oh, Lord. Mary, Joseph, and little Joseph. My best friend was a tree branch. Oh, God. Don't come up here with this shit. Stick on the fucking topic. Am I wrong, though? Am I wrong? When you got all these... Ooh. I had just seen Tree Branch. I had just seen it. I went in the house. I was... Wait, hold on, y'all. Just seen Tree Branch. And I went in the house, to get me a half a donut. And I walked outside, y'all. I guess the wind had blew or something. In my Be doing too much. My wife just told me a couple hours. She's like, "You be doing too much. Like, you really need to calm down, sir." But in my line, y'all know I don't chase numbers over here. I can't believe how good my skin. You know, y'all, I stopped drinking 6 months ago, and I've been noticing my skin coming back. I'm just, don't it look? And that's not a filter. That's my real skin right there. Don't that look radiant? That skin looks radiant. That's really not a filter. I swear to God. All right, y'all ready? Let me get it. Let me get ready in here. I hope the people that was in there, the people that was in the line, I hope they left. See, they left. Good. So I can keep on ranting. All right, what y'all? Thank you, Amanda. What y'all? See, Rose. Thank you so much, Tabitha. And I said that the last live. I said it the last live. Something about my skin. When I stop drinking and start drinking more water, it's luxurious. It's luxurious. So good. That's another thing too. A lot of y'all will drink that yak and that Patron. Y'all be on the social media with the bottle. Hold on. Now I'm about to really get you motherfuckers. They be like this. Meanwhile, I ain't drank a glass of water in 72 days. It is all that feminine energy. I love it. Who want to come up here? Why y'all always want to come up here? And don't nobody feel like being bothered today. All right, I'm going to let y'all up here. Hold on. Kaylee can come up here. Trev can come up here. 420. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Kaylee, unfortunately, you're not loading. You're going to have to re-request. Hello? Yeah. Kaylee, you're not loading. Y'all just always cock blocking my rants. Can't even rant. Y'all gonna have to re-request. For some reason you're not loading. Could be the app. Or it could be I'm lying. I don't know. So meanwhile, what y'all want me to rant about? What y'all want me to rant about today? Because I'm in the mood and I got time. I don't spend time with my little family. My wife said, go ahead in there. Go ahead in there and go get them. I said, I got him, baby. I got him. I'm going to taunt and provoke the shit out of him. So who's on the motherfucking docket? Who's on the docket? Let's hear your thoughts on the prompt. Why I'm reading like I'm slow? Yeah, I noticed that in the last couple of days, I've been really reading the comments like I don't have an education. You know why? Because I've been hanging around with y'all too much. Got me over here reading like I'm slow. Yes, about the prompt. Who's more of a predator, men or women? Y'all really want to know my opinion? Why y'all always be doing that? I'll be putting up questions and y'all be asking me. Lord have mercy. They still requesting. Oh, Lord Jesus. Y'all just ain't gonna leave me alone today. I'm gonna answer it. Come on, Black Beauty. Hold on, maybe she ain't coming. Oh, Lord. Come on, it's still going like this. Maybe she not going. Oh, she loaded up. That's the end of the rant.
Oh, that's how you doing me now? That's how
I
you
was
doing
trying to
me?
entertain y'all.
What's going on?
Can't nobody hear you. I just turned my volume up. What you say about my mother?
I said I ain't said nothing. I said, you ain't letting me up no more. What's going on? Stop starting mess today. How you doing?
Yeah, you started it. You interrupted these people was enjoying the show.
Oh,
And
okay.
you want to request something? No, go ahead. Go ahead, Black Beauty. It was beautiful.
You play so much. Who's more of the predator, men or women? I'ma say, actually it's both. But yeah, it's actually both. I think the predatorial acts that women do, they get a bypass from men, and I think the way that women look at it is more on the scene for men when it comes to them, because If a woman touch a
Girl,
man
I think I'm
inappropriate,
getting vigaliga.
because I think when women touch men inappropriately, men kind of overlook it. They kind of accept it, but that doesn't mean that it's not inappropriate or predator behavior. It's just that they bypass it. But when men do it
I
to
had a
them,
woman. I had a woman. I don't know. I forget where I was. I had a woman because I ain't gonna show y'all my butt because I know a lot of y'all.
she said, "Girl, please, no, you girl, please." But go
Yeah,
ahead.
don't pay attention to Madam University. Madam, don't come in here starting. And what is going on with y'all these long ass names as of late? Never mind. That's neither here nor there. I'm gonna do a prompt on
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead.
I- ignorant TikTok names. So, anyways, Black Beauty, I had a situation some years ago, and because I'm a black man, and black men, we got, some of us got a little dunk in our trunks.
I,
And so me, I'm tall, like I'm like 6'2", but I got a little cupcake. And this lady, random lady, I don't know, I forget was I in the super. She went, psh, but she was an older lady. She like spec bass. My wife, let's just say, we they still looking for that lady's body. I'm joking.
you so petty. You always want to play games. You get
What?
on my nerve, but I know what you. You so petty. I get when I
I
come over
do.
here.
You
I know
turn
it's
you
gonna
up.
be some. You so funny.
It's the truth. You see how I delivered it though, but it's a
Yeah,
true story. Though. My
I
wife,
know. I
my
know.
wife,
I know. I know. She's still alive, but barely.
yeah, barely. I
Barely.
think they just changed her oxygen.
That's what I'm saying.
Woo.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm happy though.
So
I got one of those. I got all the women in my life, my mother, my sisters, my aunts, my wife. For some reason, they just don't play around when it comes to me. But she did that, and so all jokes aside, I explained to the lady, had I done that to you, and I would be in jail as a man, especially as a black man. She was a black woman too. She was older, because I guess I was tooting. I was tooting somewhere, tooting over something. Because sometimes I toot, because, when you're a little boy, well, your parents teach you y'all know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Instead of bending over
bending
to do
over.
something,
Yeah,
like, yeah, and I
yeah.
forgot. I forgot that there's old lady predators out there smacking people's cupcakes. Thank you, Queen B. Y'all really gifted me nice today. Okay, I'm gonna be cordial. Because today I noticed the last couple of days y'all been really gifting me, and y'all know where the money is going. I really appreciate it.
But yeah, that's my answer, because that's what I watch it all the time. And it be crazy, like the stuff that they, you know what I'm saying. And I'm a woman myself, that I see certain women, not all women act like that or behave like that, but they promote this. Oh, he's doing this to me, and I watch them do a lot of things that if the roles were reversed.
Well, is it measurable though? Do you think? Do you
I mean, I don't.
think
I'm not
that?
gonna say it's. I think. I mean, they both. I don't like to call more, because it depends on what's
Mm,
accepted. People think because what's accepted or what's looked over, that's what give them the answer. That's not what give you the answer. It's about what you do. If that's just like if I do something smart and somebody be like, "Well, that's just her." That doesn't make it right because it's just me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, it's true.
So
Because
that's
I
why
do
I
be seeing
can't.
what
I
you be.
can't. I
We do
can't
be
really
seeing
say.
what you be doing.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you
I
know what I'm saying?
mean,
Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, no, I think it's kind of, that's why I said both, both. I think it's more consequences for the men, and less consequences for the men, for the women. And I think it's because a lot of times men don't really even take it as being, you know what I'm saying? Especially if she cute and they might like it, they just overlook it, but it's still
can you
inappropriate.
define cute? What's cute?
I mean, like a woman kind of like coming up, rubbing on you and don't even know you. Know what I'm saying? Some people think that's cute, man. To laugh at that, I'm telling you, I done seen it. They think it's cute. They
That's
think,
that's
you know what I'm saying?
that's desperate.
I
That's
mean,
desperate.
it might be desperate, but I'm just telling you what they some men have. You know what I'm saying? Kind
No, I'm talking about to the men. If the men allow that,
yeah.
that's very desperate. I had one time I was minding my own chocolate chip business. I was in the club and all of a sudden, I'm just sitting there because sometimes you go out with your friends, who are single and this random lady just started twerking on me. And so of course everybody thought that I was a homosexual because, but I was like, man, like, do I know you? Like, why are you twerking on me? And then my friend was like, bro, we're in the strip club. So,
But they gonna deflect. It's gonna when people got certain different boundaries or it's new to them, then it's like an automatic attack to character or sexuality. If it's something out of the norm
yeah,
of
that's
what they're
another
accustomed to, that's what they attack immediately. I understand.
true. But I don't understand why so many people be concerned about where people be putting they penises.
It ain't my business.
And it's a lot of I know, like who you fuck don't make me nut. Oh
Nothing.
Lord, of course. One of my religious followers comes in as I say that. Yeah. So my thing is this. No, really, and I always question, especially men on this app that want to call people all kinds of names. For me, it's very curious because I play sports and I never had a conversation with any of my friends talking about any one of our friends and where they put their penises. But what I do find funny, what I do find intriguing, is that a lot of men that be saying this person is this and that, they be in the back alley sucking dick.
You get on my nerve. I'm
Or,
this.
I mean,
This
have y'all seen it? Age, why y'all be acting like I'm doing the most?
because you do.
Like what?
When we
Like
talk
y'all haven't caught somebody in the back alley on the glizzy?
No, I ain't caught nobody on the glizzy, but I know some of them that's taking the glizzy. But I ain't.
Exact. See, that's what I'm saying. They be in the back alley behind the dumpster just giving out glizzies. Gonk, 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 gonk.
He talking about
And
them
then if
just
you don't
giving
have your
out
hand
glizzy.
like this,
I'm through with you. Go ahead, man.
they do. They be.
You want to be bad. You want to be bad today. I was coming over here to get when y'all be talking some sense. You want to be bad today. I said, oh,
Wait. Wait.
I, I,
But seriously, it's just very odd to me that a lot of the dudes, no, in high school, I swear to God, there were so many dudes that were so homophobic, and now you could try to take a penis out their hand. That'd be the last thing you do.
but I ain't gonna lie. To me, people who are so homophobic usually be in the club. I mean, to me anyway. It just because to me nobody should make you uncomfortable for you being you. I don't care what you do. I think it's the comfortableness of saying like you want to be bothered with it and stuff like that, but never to be like you gonna fall out with the breakout boys or something like that. I think that's kind
Who the
of
breakout
sick.
boys?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's
Who is the breakout boy? Who's the
it's
breakout boy?
it's a song with the breakout boys. I'm just saying that's how they be acting like they about to just fall out like a band or something. Like I don't understand.
And this is, you know what, it's true though. And this is another thing. I have a few friends that are of the homosexual persuasion. And, talking to them, I would say that homosexual men are very, very particular on what they like and what they don't like.
Hmm.
And I seriously doubt Big Titty Tony with the fat back and the 5.5 hair strands is what most you get where I'm going.
Yep, I get what you want.
Yeah, I don't want to get flagged
We don't
for
want. Yeah, we don't want to get sidetracked from the crime,
bullying
but
and
yeah,
harassment.
I got you. What they say when black people do that now, they be like, "Yep." When we see each other and something go wrong, and we give each other that. That's how I was in the damn shot together. Yeah, I know.
Right?
We got them signals without the signal.
Right? No, you know what's so funny? I live in Germany, and all my white followers, it's time for y'all to get up out of here because I'm about to say some racist shit towards white people. So, we were in Europe. We're on the train, we drive, we do all types of stuff. But if we have short distances, we go on the train, the street. We call it the street train.
Okay.
So there's a black lady sitting like here. My son, he's 16, he's sitting right here. And then there's this little YT kid screaming. Like I'm talking, not a little kid. Not a little kid. We're talking 8, 9. To me, that's a big
Yeah,
kid.
that is.
Screaming. Why the black lady? Did he's screaming, right? And the mother is like, calm down, shut the fuck up. And then he told his mother in German, the translation would be, is in German they say halt die Schnauze. So it means she basically told her to shut the fuck up. And the black lady looked at me, and then my son looked at me, and I was like, try it if you want to. But it was
It's funny. It was like
it was
it's
interesting.
like we knew like this ain't no shit they be trying to
Yeah,
try. They
like
they
like he looked directly at me like I'm gonna allow this to happen. I'm like, I'm not touching that little blonde kid. But the black lady, she was older too. This wasn't the lady that slapped my cupcake, but she was looking like this. I was like,
y'all like she wanted to get it.
yeah, she look, and you know how it is. They want to say something, but it wasn't enough black people on the train. If it was just 2 more black people, she would have said something.
Yeah,
But she
yeah.
looked at me, I looked at her. I kind of gave her like the look. I gave her the look like I'm from the suburbs. Don't start no shit with the, you know what I'm saying? I only got 2 more stops. 2 more stops.
You say out of that. Stay up out of that.
I grab it. Oh, hey Jones, why you be abusing kids? I grab whatever's in reach and ooh. Now my parents never hit me, but I will say this: I have had certain things thrown at me because y'all wouldn't believe this. My mouth was a little reckless when I was
Who wouldn't
little.
believe? Who wouldn't believe it? You better stop it, man.
I'm, I am very, very well spoken. I do not be
Well spoken
like
don't have
my
nothing to do with a reckless mouth. Stop trying to play. Stop trying to play that
real. I
game.
be talk. I'm a very polite young man, as my father always says. He always says that. But did I tell y'all? Yeah, AJ, I told y'all. Amanda, I told y'all. My mother came in the live one time, and then why I get a phone call like when I ended the live, and she asked me, she was like, "Excuse me, young man," and you know if your parents say that, you're in a little bit of trouble. She's like, "Where did you learn to curse?" I was like, block.
You scared me. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her.
Block. I will block my mother. Thank you so much, Amanda. Get your ass out of. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wait, it's actually following me. Okay, down bad. What's up? Ooh, ooh, that was too much. That was too. What the fuck am I doing? Amanda, stop. What do you say, down bad? Thank you,
I
Amanda.
would just want to answer the prompt. I'm not gonna
Why
even
you
pretend.
coming up here messing up my stories and our fun?
Who, me? I'm sorry. I just like yapping. I just came on here. I
Okay, we
just
good.
wanted to
Answer the
answer the
phone.
prompt.
Y'all see what Amanda doing to y'all show? Okay, I mean not Amanda.
Done.
Ooh,
He playing. He playing.
Down bad, just do
I want what y'all
it.
have right now. I just want to like really answer
What do you
because I
say?
like. I say I want what y'all having right now. Like,
Crack?
No,
yes.
he on a don't listen to him. I ain't got none of that. He ain't got none of that either. Why you playing?
Exactly that, man. Hey, it's hard right now, bro.
Right.
I'm over here eating crackers and honey right now. Give me some of
You
that.
can't say crackers. You're gonna offend half my crowd.
Oh, my bad. I'm over here eating saltines. Y'all here just cutting up, bro.
Let Don answer.
All right, I'm gonna let you answer.
I'm not even gonna pretend there aren't women predators. I hear a lot of guys, and from my class, they're like, "Oh yeah, I got my first time when I was 6. It was from my babysitter." What? But at the same, like, it's just things like that. It's in the rap songs, like, "Oh yeah, I got some hit when I was 6." Like, it's just stuff like that. You hear it. Don't you hear that? Don't you
What
hear
rap
these?
are you? Can you? What rap are you listening to down bad?
I think this was, um, I think this was in a
Yeah, I don't
specific
really need to
song.
know, but
I
we need
don't
you to be
remember
listening to
specifically
that.
because it was such a long time
Yeah.
ago, but I heard it and it literally kind of like changed my perspective for it for forever. I just stopped listening to it because I don't want to take that off my playlist, you know? So I just forgot. But just pay attention and it will show itself. Like a lot of times, like these, like, but they people, but they don't really push these boys to date older. They just see it as them having intercourse at any age, as seeing like, oh yeah, you're a man, you're a man, you're a man. But a lot
Hey,
of people do push. They do push for men to date younger. Like it's like it is in like how like, oh, a woman who reaches 25 is like past her prime, when 25 is the perfect time for a woman to, like, be fertile actually. But you hear a lot of them like discredit women for just be even 25 and up, like 20,
But
like
did
the
you
old.
know? But did you know, down? Did you know? I just read this because I do like to read. I know a lot of y'all don't. Never
Mm-hmm.
mind. Um, I got to do what my wife said. Stop insulting the people in your chat. Okay, so I read an article, and if y'all don't believe me, y'all can Google this. Y'all know that Google is not just for corn.
Oh.
You can Google stuff. Yeah, yeah. I know, right? I know it's surprising, but I was reading that recently. I think it's this year. More women over 40 are having babies than teenagers.
More women over 40 are having babies. I thought it was really on the rise of
More
like,
than teen.
I believe it.
that's good. That's good. It's like not just about the
No, it's
baby.
actually not good. It's actually not good, in my
Women,
opinion,
who
because
are the
then they have a
who are they
slow
having
kid.
babies by? That's what I should
But
say.
is
They
they?
be
But
having a
is
slow
they? But
kid.
is they? But I'm saying, I mean, it's a high risk. But are they having them slow? That ain't always
Are
true.
they who are
Just
like
because that's the age of when it start getting to the slow point, doesn't mean that they had them slow. Because it's people who have them.
I'm not hating. I'm almost 40. I know I look, I mean, like I said, I know my skin looks
period
sensational. But
period
yeah, I'm almost 40.
Period.
Yeah. Purr. Wait, what the kids say now? Purr. My son
per
said that the other day, and
like you a
he's not
cat.
part of the community, but he was like purr, and I was like, where's there a cat? Because can you stop? if y'all think if y'all think I'm bad, y'all don't ever want to meet my son. His mouth, Lord
Must got
have
it from
mercy.
you.
You know what? Just real quick, what do you say?
Must have got it from you.
hmm I'm a very well-spoken young
You
man.
always look
Okay,
keep saying
extremely.
that the well spoken has nothing to do with erector smile. Stop doing that.
Exactamente.
Yeah.
So the other day, right, I was telling him that I was disappointed that he didn't do something because
Mhm.
I don't like to ask a lot, and he's a very good kid. But I'm like playing with him, and I said, I'm very disappointed that I asked you to. Oh, I know what it is. I asked him to dust. Right, we have people that come and clean the house, but they don't clean his room because he don't pay
Right.
no bills.
So
He
Oh,
you
don't pay no
t- you
bills.
told
So
me this,
why?
and he have to clean.
Yeah, exactly. He has to clean.
good.
So then,
That's
you know what he
discipline.
said to me? You know what
Hmm.
he said to me? He says, I'm disappointed too. All of my friends' fathers are doctors and lawyers and engineers.
Okay, well then go be an engineer. Is that rude to say that? I mean, like, why will you be disappointed? You have a
No, he said
don't you
he's
have a
disappointed in me.
but don't you have
He's
a cleaning
disappointed in
service?
me.
My father is an alcoholic, deadbeat.
Oh, no, I'm a clinical researcher. I got a good job. Slow down. Like I be telling him, I'm like, okay. So, and you know what I
Yeah.
said to him? I said, the next time you take one piece of food in your mouth, I'm punching you in the throat.
Oh, let's see who's gonna be disappointed.
We about to be disappointed together because you
Right.
about to be eating from a straw.
I'm like, children,
I'm
they
kidding.
they
That's child abuse.
but it's funny.
I
Like
don't hit
sometimes
my
these kids,
child.
they just don't. They take a lot of things for granted. They're still growing. They're still learning. They're still naive. Like you have a maid that cleans your house. That's a privilege. It's lucky.
No,
Be
it's a
lucky.
housekeeper. It's a housekeeper. We ain't that rich. It's a
Oh, but
housekeeper.
still, you
She comes
afford cleaning services. That's a good.
Yeah,
Y'all
but
good.
everybody in Europe does that. You know, they
What?
just got somebody from Poland or they just come in. You got to watch them though because they like to steal.
You do that for y'all? Do that for real, man? I'm
Yeah,
really y'all. I'm from Memphis. It's hard out here.
yeah. We have a young lady who comes here 3 times a week.
Dang. Well, that's like still like that's see, you know how people say, "Oh my God, you got white cabinets, you got a stainless steel refrigerator." Ooh, I know you ain't got no roaches, type shit.
No, I don't know that. I've never heard that before.
It's just like saying like certain things. People say, "Oh my God, you got white cabinets, you rich."
You know what's up, New York? Here's the debate also because this is something that I've
Talk
been
about what?
debating on this in Messy Talk. You know, I'm also a distinguished member in other areas of the app. I know y'all wouldn't believe that, but I do interact with some messy platforms. Now, if you and I'm asking everybody here, y'all know we don't chase numbers.
Right, you are.
Now, I'm asking the 10 people in here, should you sleep in the same room as your clothes?
Yes, I mean where I keep my clothes in the closet. I mean, my clothes. I don't have like a separate room for my clothes.
How do y'all not have separate rooms for y'all clothes?
I'm poor.
Really, and I'm really being serious because people want to come at me because I don't sleep in the same room as my clothes. That is disgusting. Why would I want to
You, to
sleep where
you,
my
to you, to
shirts?
you.
Why
What
would I want to sleep where
disgusting.
my shirts are? That
It's
is disrespectful.
it's not disgusting, but it's a preference, and I think that's
I
probably
would
your preference.
So what
I
do?
would like to
You
have a
wake up and you're
dedicated
like,
room for clothes.
you be like, oh, here go my hoodie, right out the bed. That's weird.
On the bed. It's in my drawer.
Oh, what's up? We got clothes in our drawers and on the hangers
In the
in the
closet
closet.
in my room. But I don't have a
What?
separate
What are you
room for
talking
clothes.
about?
Man, I wish.
But
A
how
whole room for
do y'all have
clothes.
y'all shoes? Your shoes too that you be walking around the
Oh no,
streets
my mom would
in?
never allow that. She'll be my behind black and
I got
blue.
like a little
Y'all
stand.
need to do
I
better.
got like a little stand
I
or
put my
Just go
shoes
back and
right at
stuff.
the door. And don't
we
you
got
don't
our
drop
No,
your
shoes.
shoes in
AJ,
there.
my shoes go in the closet.
AJ, and I'm not even that rich.
My
It's not that
So
easy
you
to
so
find
extra.
someplace.
You being
What
extra.
is that?
That was me. I'm saying you being extra. The shoes we got like a little in the closet. We got most people got like if some people like me, I got like a stand where I can put my shoes in and hampers.
my shoe, my shoes go in my front closet. My shoes are nowhere near my room. Now my clothes, that's different. But my shoes, no.
But y'all don't have separate like closets.
That's rich people privilege, babe.
No, you would think that a lot of homes would be built with separate
No,
closets. I
that's
mean,
for
the
people
house
who
I grew
can't.
up in, we
Not even rich people when they show their little house, they got a walk-in closet and they got all their shoes and clothes and it's still in the same room of their bedroom.
I don't have a walk in
that's
anything. I
not
just have a
true.
closet.
That's not true.
I'm
I'm
saying
not
some of the
talking
ones
about.
Kim Kardashian's was
Maybe
like
y'all are
that.
misunderstanding me. You're misunderstanding me because very often you have your bedroom and then you have your walk-in closet, which is adjacent. So you're not sleeping in that room. See? Y'all don't be thinking critically about stuff. Y'all be thinking that I'm trying to be bougie. So I'm talking about the actual room that you sleep in. There's a closet or something that is adjacent. Like if I go into my parents' room, do. First of all, my mother, she ain't gonna be happy. Yeah, I can't really compare my parents because they're really rich. Because my mother has her own closet and my father has his own closet.
I share a closet with my mother.
That sound like my
I can't
grandparents.
compare. Yeah, I
My
can't
grandma
compare
got
my
her
parents.
own closet. My grandpa got his own closet.
Can't nobody hear you. So that means I'm gonna think that you're talking about my mother.
No, I can hear him.
No, I said that not. I said that sound like my grandparents. They both got their own closet too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I mean, y'all don't have women. Y'all should be striving to have your own closet because if you see my closet, Lord have mercy.
We don't have enough
Yeah.
space. I have to share a room with my mom and closets.
But how
So
old are you,
whatever.
Don?
I'm
Down bad. I'm
22.
calling you down.
I'm
22. Yeah,
22.
you still broke. You still in the broke stage of life.
Yeah, I grew up in absolute poverty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm broke as hell. I
No,
live
but
in
I'm really
nothing.
sorry. But you seem very well spoken. You're
Yeah.
one of the good ones. You're one of
Yeah,
the good ones.
people like you say, like you sound well spoken, but also
Love
I
you.
tend to curse people out too. People always say, "Oh my gosh, she's so well spoken." I
Let
didn't know
it
she could
let it
curse.
flow. Let it flow. Okay. She didn't catch that one. Did you see
Knox
that,
is
Blazer?
terrible.
Usually she didn't get
Knox
that
is
one.
terrible. So you wanted a good. Was he all that
You s-
bullshit? You weren't supposed to
I'm
agree to
used
that.
to it.
You
I'm used to
She
he
it.
didn't catch
always
that
supposed
I
to
one.
automatically
BS.
agree to it without thinking of it because people have said that
Uh,
all the
Amanda,
time.
who blamed you for having a girl and not a boy? Wait, hold on. Something going on in the midst here in
Ooh,
the comments.
I
Who
can't
who blamed
read.
you for having a girl? Yeah, if I have another child, oh, let me not send that out to the universe.
Please.
Jesus, please don't let me have another. Oh Lord, I
Don't
can't
let
do
your,
it. No,
don't let your
I
son hear you
can't
say
do it.
that. I know that's right though.
No, I have two kids. I have a 13-month-old.
Ooh, 13 months.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, she's cute. But my wife told me I have to stop rolling my eyes because now she's starting to roll her eyes at everybody.
got your attitude and facial expressions. Oh Lord,
She
Lord, she
she about to be
unstoppable.
down bad because she do just like most kids. They be looking at she be looking at me like that's why I believe. You know what, y'all? Just between us, I'm not one of those. I'm not real spiritual. I'm not super religious. But I think a lot of these kids that was born in the last like 5 years, a lot of them is recycled because the way she be
Recycle.
looking at me like I'm gonna get you, nigga, because you
How do
did
you
some
recycle
shit.
a kid?
No, I'm their spirit, their soul.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I believe that too,
Because the
actually.
way she be looking at me, I just be sitting there minding my business, and she'll just be staring at me like she paid the rent in the last life, and now
Hmm.
she coming to get her due.
I
You know what I'm
also
saying?
think of life that way too, unironically. Like a lot of our souls are recycled into another life. But I'm not also religious. Oof, that dang it. I
Hmm.
played around too much and I
You going to
swung
hell
my
for that
cord.
one, though. You going to hell for that one.
I'm already made peace with it.
Me too. But for you. All right, let me see. What are we saying in the comments?
Dang,
Yes,
what?
she came to argue with women. Who came to argue with women?
Oh, I love arguing. Please, please, please let me argue with them. Please. Let me get this anger out.
With that profile picture and that voice, I get it. You gonna stay poor.
It's
You gonna
because my
stay poor.
sister says I look like this because I had a perm and I wear these same glasses when I was a kid, so she made fun of me for it. And then I took my profile picture.
Still doesn't change the fact that my colleagues are scientists. What is going on in the comments? Yo, yeah,
Oh my god,
who
the
is
girls are
bullying my people?
fighting. Where'd I freaking
So know your role. Can you get on the prompt, please? KDP. Who is KDP?
You said know your rebel
Know your role.
is know your worth.
Ooh,
Oh, know your worth. Ooh, it's so profound. How did you come up with that?
Because in order for others to know your worth, you got to know your own worth.
period.
All right, Akuna Matata. Oh, wait, Derek. Hello,
What's up?
Derek.
Yeah, so what's
Are you
up?
here for the shenanigans? I don't. Derek, are you here for the shenanigans?
What we getting into?
I don't know what you want to get into.
Well, I mean, like, I read your prompt. I'm gonna say women are way more predators than men
Ooh,
because
shots fired.
they stalk their prey. They go after what they want. Men settle.
Ooh,
Let's go.
They're lionesses. There's only one lion in the jungle, but all them lionesses will, they're gonna jump on that one lion. Therefore, it makes them a predator, not the lion.
we got one.
Yeah.
All
But
right, the
with
panel
when it
is
comes
the
to
panel is over.
studies, like how you say like you like to read, like there was a study done on like um men usually would date younger. They would always usually date younger and women never really would date younger. I need to know what the name of that study is. I have my
Look,
computer right here.
I don't even like that dude. I don't even like the dude that says that stuff. But
There's what stuff you don't like it, but it's a study. It's
no, the dude that with the podcast and stuff. I
oh,
don't
but
even
he's
like it.
funny.
I don't even like him though. Like he's rude and arrogant and all that stuff. And like, I mean, I like other people in podcasts, but that one he always irritates me. But he's not wrong exactly because men do date down. Women always want to date up.
They date up by dating children. No, that's not how
Do you
predatory
think that's
works.
true? I think that media, hold on down there. I think that media, and I'm really not a person who likes to crutch on, the media. I think the media kind of portrays it like that. But I mean, I think a lot of women date down
Yes.
or equal.
Right, but
Because
like,
I think, you want to know why I think that? Because I think that a lot of men have an inflated ego and are conditioned to believe that they are, on top of the food chain, whether it be by looks, financially. So I think a lot of women, I don't know, I think it's about equal.
who do you think's
I
more
mean,
romantic then?
think about what you see every day as you walk down the street or as you interact, the public. Do you think all those women are dating either equal or down? Have you never
Well,
been to
no,
Walmart?
everybody's gonna
Have you
find a
never been
partner
to
eventually.
Walmart?
Like the trope in TV shows. I know it's a
I
trope,
think
but
they
like a
settle.
lot of the tropes in TV shows are usually like, oh, like the Family Guy. Lois is this hot supermodel who's dating a big guy, but they literally made it that way because it's a stereotype of how women will usually just settle. Women usually, not saying men don't settle. It's not really a gendered thing, but women are kind of pushed to settle. They are told to like settle.
I think poor men
Why
settle.
is there not good enough men?
Not really.
Exactly.
Are
So
y'all
what do you
listening
look
to
for in a
me? I
man?
was trying to throw some gasoline, some wood in the fire. I said I think poor men settle.
Richmond's well, the Richmond settle. I think people just settle in
Nah,
Rich
general.
men settle? I
rich men do
know
not
you.
settle.
A
Rich men
rich
got
man?
money.
Nah.
When you got money, you got options.
You got
True,
more
Rich
true.
men do
options than
not
So
settle.
anybody else.
I'm just talking about personality wise, like, cause all the money really can't buy you the personality and stuff that you want and goals and values. But I guess so,
I say I care more about personality than I do about looks.
right?
If you got
How
a
old are
good,
you, Derek?
uh,
Derek, how old are you?
I'm 35.
First divorce?
No, never been married.
Oh,
I'm saying though, like I settle for like a good sense of humor, someone that's chill, someone I can get along with, someone I don't have to argue with on a daily basis, someone that's not gonna sit there and just
But that's the basis
ride
for
me like a
any
train.
relationship. That's like saying I want a guy who's nice. That's nice is not a
Well, you
personality.
got
That's
your
the basic
preferences and I
standard.
got mine.
It's a preference for a healthy relationship. That's like saying I want someone who's not going to cheat. So does
Right,
everyone
but
else.
your preferences might be like I want a 6'7".
whoa! Thank you, Jones.
That's physical
Thank you,
preferences.
Jones.
Like anyone who wants something like
Right,
a
but see,
physical.
I
I'm
didn't bring
starting to
up
get
physical.
used
I
to.
didn't
I'm
bring
starting to
up
get used
anything
to
physical.
accepting gifts.
You
I
would
know
Thank
though.
that, but
you.
you did. That's what I'm saying. That's a
No, I
physical
didn't bring
preference.
up physical, but you
I'm not.
would.
No, I wouldn't. What?
But you just did. You literally just did.
How do I bring up anything physical? What if
Y'all
physical did I bring
remember
up?
where y'all are.
Because I was talking
Hello,
about
this is not
personality,
one of
and
those times to
you
lie.
brought up about like
Oh Lord.
the physical
Remember,
aspect of a
this is
man.
not one of
I
those. Hold on,
didn't.
Derek. Yo, y'all know we was in here having fun. We gonna still have fun, but we gonna talk to each other with respect. We gonna go back and forth. I know the topic is,
Oh, I'm
intense,
respectful.
but remember, we are in the black suburbs. We are not in the ghetto part of TikTok.
I'm in the ghetto.
Hey,
Period.
no, I'm still respectful though. Don't worry. Hey, look, I don't take
Yeah,
anything
no,
to
you
heart.
are. Thank you, Tosh. Thank you, Tosh.
I say I'm not taking
Okay.
anything to heart. I'm not getting upset about it or mad. It's just a controversial debate.
It's not really
It
controversial.
is.
It's nuanced. It's complex. Like it's like saying who abuses kids more. Like people, it's not even a gender thing to abuse kids. Especially kids are the
But
easiest.
there are numbers though down
There
bad. You
are
can't.
numbers.
It is not nuanced. There are statistics to it.
Yeah, but it's just how it's different types of abuse. But people abuse kids in all types of ways. It's not really a gender bias. Women abuse kids on the same rate men abuse kids, but just how they abuse kids are differently. Because women,
Don't he though?
because children are the easiest thing, like easiest demographic to target and put your anger on. You know, they're easy. They're a lot of them, like they're all victims really to society, and it's just women abuse kids just as much as men abuse kids. It's just how they abuse them is how we need to talk about.
Well, I think the metrics are, all depend on what you consider abuse.
Like,
In my opinion, I think a man that doesn't take care of his children that is a form of abuse
called
yeah,
because
neglect.
it's abandonment. And so that's a form of, I believe, abuse. So I think it depends on who you're talking to and what it is, what specifically it is.
yeah. Well, when women also neglect their kids, they will just
Why
leave
y'all
them.
got me? Now I got to be intellectual.
It's fun being intellectual. I love thinking. I love talking, and I just like love yapping, yap, 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 yap. But this is a conversation we all need to have. Like, women also neglect kids. Like, oh, they'll just put them off to like. Women neglect their kids financially, but women neglect kids like by putting them off like to their grandmother's or their friend's house for days and days and days on end. You know, like that's happened. That has happened before. Like I said, they both abuse kids equally, but just how they neglect these children are presented in different ways because men and women are brought up differently.
So they
All
may
right,
abuse each
John,
other.
hold on. I gotta get my next guest. Hold on, I gotta check the temperature, make sure this person ain't crazy. Bunny? No, because people just be sitting on the panel and then we're over here talking and then they'll just be like, "You're a monkey."
Ooh,
So I have to check.
I know, I hear that shit all the time.
Yeah, I gotta check. So, Bunny, hello. Maybe she can't hear me. I'm gonna drop her. I don't know what's going on. She can't hear. All right, let's get her out of here. If she probably didn't know she was up here. Yeah, I'm not too keen on letting anybody without a profile picture like come up, but
Hey, can you see my profile picture? Because I can't even see it.
have a profile picture?
Oh, okay. I say it's not
Oh,
popping up for me,
Lord.
so I can't see my own.
Here we go.
No one's profile picture is popping up.
I don't know. That's y'all. That must be y'all app. But I see everybody's profile picture. I see Black Beauty. She's on Teacup. Derek is a little white girl and a white man, I believe, in your picture.
What's
Know Your
mine?
Worth got some cavemen motherfuckers. I don't know what that is. Only Customs got some red shit. I don't know. And then Down Bad got some little crazy little black girl from a cartoon. I see all of y'all pictures.
Mine's is a work of
Bunny, why
art.
you keep trying? Why you see? Y'all ain't gonna keep letting my good air out. Okay, Bunny. Hello. Good morning. Merry Christmas.
Hello, good morning. Can you see my profile picture on the comments, but not on the thing?
No, I can see everything. Everything
Oh, on my
is
side, I
shown.
can't see my profile picture on your thing.
Yeah, I see a lady who has on a church hat with a big old gadonk. No, let me see. My wife gonna choke me out after this.
That's funny.
All right. So, madam,
Um,
it does look like she got a big old donkey bone. I mean,
Hey,
I'm just saying what I
I feel
see. I'm
like
not being
men and women are
disrespectful.
both
there's only 2
predators.
profiles I
Personally,
can see.
What do you say, Derek? Now you want to see
No, I
her
said there's only
profile?
2 profiles I can see. It's Down Bad and Black Beauty.
Oh, okay.
Everybody in
Go
the
ahead.
middle, including myself, it's just the little white man with a little white
if you want to see
circle
my
thing.
profile picture, just
Say that
head on to the
again. I like
comments.
that. The little white man.
Bunny.
It's a blank photo.
Well, let Bunny finish what she was saying. She was
Yeah.
speaking.
And I was
So,
agreeing with her.
Bunny, I am so sorry. We don't have no decorum in here. You were saying?
Well, the conversation is who's more of a predator, men or women. I feel like we both are. I feel like
Yes.
everyone has an agenda.
oh, yeah.
Everybody gets into relationships for whatever reasons or into situations. So men as women can be predatorial depending on their wants.
Oh yes.
Can I ask a question?
Why y'all being so civil today?
Hold
Everybody's
on.
so agreeable.
Let me ask a
Everybody's so
question.
agreeable.
So,
Everybody's like, well, you know, we all are today. Yeah, I like it, but
it
give me the good stuff.
look, if I were to say like, who do you think takes care of the house more?
Isha.
What
But
would
Women.
you
that's not
say?
what we're talking about. Get on a
Who
No, no,
dating
takes
no,
care
app.
of
no,
the
no.
house?
Get
The
on a
lady that
dating
comes
app
and
and then
cleans
tell
my
me who's
house.
more predatorial. Get on a dating app.
But listen.
I got you.
What I'm saying though is
I'll
like,
be
if I
back.
were to
I
say
got
something
you.
positive, like who would you say takes care of the house more?
Women.
You say men,
Women.
I
so
don't
they take
know.
care of all the household, everything.
Like they
I mean, I'm
take.
not talking about financially. I'm
You
talking about.
said yes because they have to clean up after the kids and after other men too. That's why a lot
Hmm,
of women are burnt out. That's why a lot of women are divorcing. Do you not listen to people when they tell you their stories?
what kind
Can
of
I, no,
man
hold on,
you
hold on, hold on.
got?
Can
Well,
I say
that
something? Can I say something? If y'all don't mind me saying something, I'm gonna say this, Derek. You disregarding someone's experience. If you experience more women taking care of the household, it doesn't mean that you're incorrect. That mean that's what you're experiencing. If she experienced more men taking care of the home, that's what she experienced. It
Well,
doesn't make
no,
it false. It make
I
it
can
makes
get.
it different. So
I know,
why
but I
is
can
it?
get
Hold on,
perspectives. But
hold
I'm
on,
saying
Derek.
like, I'm talking about.
Hold on, Derek. Let me
that's
finish, and
coming
then you can
from
say
your
whatever.
closed out perspective though, because
You
I'm a
can.
single mom.
What I'm saying to you is, what the answer is. You're looking for a persuasive answer, and they gave you the answer. It's either accept it or don't. You
Well,
don't have to like it.
what I was looking for was
Listen,
I want
I'm
to
a
hear,
single mom and
because
I'm
when
the
it comes to
super in my
something about
building.
when it comes
I
to
do
good
everything
things,
in my house
if
without the need
if
of a
anything's
man.
mentioned
So
good about a woman,
that's on your
you're all
perspective.
for it. But if anything negative comes to light about a woman, it's equal.
Oh, you
No.
okay? Oh, okay. But
That was
that's
my
not
perspective.
okay. So that's what you experience. But you're talking to a whole different geographic of different women, and we might not be on the same plan because it's a lot of things that I don't agree that women do. So
I'm
then
literally
what?
on the tick. I guess you could say it. I'm literally on the
I'm
TikTok my for you page is like quote unquote man hating, and all my TikTok for you content is about holding women accountable. It's about holding women accountable. They always we have to talk about women's role and how we hurt, like how women like are quick to leave
Hold
their
on,
children.
down bad. Hold on, down bad. Y'all don't need to be like. I didn't even know that we were at this amount of taps. I really appreciate it. I haven't even been live that long. Y'all been going ham. I appreciate it, but damn, y'all can take a little break. Shit.
Stepped away for a second.
No, seriously, I ain't even been live that long. Y'all going ham up in here. Okay, I'm sorry, down bad. We got to keep, because you know what? The more they tap, the more people are going to come in here, and I'm not a numbers chaser, so I don't
I
really
am.
want that many people in here. Yeah, I don't
I
want
like
that many.
tapping. Look at the pretty buttons. Wee.
Okay, continue what you were saying. Stop being Mickey Mouse.
I am. I was just saying, like, women are, especially with this society, you can't let listen. We cannot deny that women are, being like they have more responsibility in this world. They have more pressure because of how society and the patriarchy. Oh my God, big patriarchy. The word, yes, the patriarchy. But so women are held accountable not only for their actions and everything that they do, but also for the actions of men as well. Women are also always held accountable. Like I know you'd be like, oh, you would hear like, oh my God, it's just equal thing, men and women when you certain issues pertaining, but you also have to actually engage in these conversations because while the people are saying it's equal as well, I'm also in conversations a whole lot where women are holding other women accountable. We cannot acknowledge the role that we play in if we do not acknowledge like if we do not hold other women accountable. We have to. It's just non-negotiable. Women are holding women accountable despite what you think.
So
and I absolutely and I
even if there's a
absolutely
higher statistic of women abusing their kids physically,
Physically, I still think it's the man, but mostly
see,
verbally, it will be women. Higher,
but that
like statistic higher.
but that's what I'm saying though. Like I mean, I'm all for like uplifting women and stuff, but you got to know your downfalls too.
I know our downfalls, but when it comes to physical wise, like how men are raised in society, like they are everything about them
I don't think it's
is
how
like
men are raised in society. I think they're because we're from different cultures. I think it comes from a culture perspective.
yeah,
they
culture,
have a
Because
but
lot of
it's
still
not
heritage.
there's
society on it by itself. I just
Yeah,
want to
but
put that out
every
there.
single culture is still having
Mm.
patriarchal in patriarchal roles, and almost every culture is like that. And not every culture, but it's almost every culture.
Okay, so
I
it's
mean,
basically
not
it's a
really, because if
majority.
you want to look like I don't want to be talk about race, but like if you want to look at how Jews raise their kids or how white people raise their kids compared to how Latin raise their kids, or even people that are not that are first generation here, it's completely black and white. It's different.
I know it's different, but in almost every single country and every single culture, women kind of face the same issues. That's what I'm just trying to say. Like even in white, especially bringing up white people is kind of wasn't the best argument, especially when the patriarchy in America was brought up with white supremacy. But it's whatever. Like it's just I'm just saying like women abuse kids more like, when it comes to the verbal abuse and the neglecting. They abuse the
Hold
kids
on,
more
drop
I'm
in
gonna be
that
that,
honest
drop
with
aspect.
you.
that.
They need to abuse their
Everyone,
kids a little bit more. These
everybody.
little. Have you seen the
Hold on,
teenagers
hold
now?
on, y'all.
I
Hold
live
on,
in New York City.
the host talking, y'all. The host.
I want everybody to get into the conversation. I'm not saying that you're monologuing down that, you're not, but I want y'all all to engage because there are people I can imagine in the chat, I mean in the queue that
Because
will
I wanted to say
engage.
something.
No, I'm monologuing.
You're not
No, I
monologuing.
didn't call you that, but
You're, you're talking now.
no. But
You're talking.
what I'm gonna say is, I mean, because Derek came to me, he shifted the conversation. In the breakdown, I'm not gonna say that is verbal because most women have uh especially in our society, most women have the kid. So in reality, it will be women who abuse the kid physically and verbally. It will be women. It will be women. We're gonna keep it there. It's different. It's different dynamics of abuse, and we was talking more about being a predator. So I'm thinking far as like more on the sexual aspect. When we
That's what
look
I thought too, but
we were, but he wanted to shift to ask us about not being accountable. Once we said we were accountable, then he wanted to take it to a different conversation to make it what we lacked accountability to get to push his narrative, which we're not doing. But I'm not even going to fall for that because he's saying, "Oh, we're making it even. We're not making it even." We talked about a topic, we gave you an answer, you didn't accept it. That's what we're doing. And the problem is you want to talk about different areas and different departments of when the woman is more of more the abuser, which we were specifically talking about being a predator, but he didn't give specifics as far as what type of predator it was. So we can definitely go to different departments. But
Well, no,
if we're
I
talking about
originally
on a
said
sexual seeking out type of men in far as environment, I would say men. But that's
well,
why I say it's
look, I
both. I
answered
say
the
it's
I
prompt
both.
when
agree
I
I
with
say
came
it's
up.
you.
both.
She's
Hold
absolutely
on, I
right.
didn't cut
If
you
it
up.
comes to
Listen.
But look,
sexual,
I answered the prompt when I came
Hold on,
up, and
Derek. Hold
it
on.
doesn't say
What?
anything about
What?
being sexual.
Listen. It says being a predator.
but
Right.
predatory doesn't always mean sexual. That's
No,
Derek is
no.
right.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's what we
Sexual,
was.
y'all.
Huh?
Yo,
Go ahead.
use TikTok friendly language, y'all. Like, be respectful. Come on, y'all. Y'all are adults. Y'all can edit yourselves.
I
I'm
said sex.
listening.
Oh, okay. I was.
I'm talking about this little one down here. Stop
Okay.
saying unfriendly TikTok
Wait, what
language
was I
down here.
saying? I'm sorry. I always
You said
forget.
you said NCX.
Ah,
Stop
my
saying that.
bad. My bad.
And then another thing of it, be mindful, because one thing about me is I'll let y'all finish. I'll let you finish, Derek. I'll let you finish down bad. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Derek, let me finish. If you don't like it, you can say whatever after I'm finished. I don't
Just
cut
let
you
me know
off.
when you're finished.
Right. And I would do that happily.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so like I said, the issue is it's so many different departments because this is actually a broad question because you can turn it into whatever you like. In reality, we ended up in the SMEX department. You opened it up because you had different areas that we could talk about under the of being a predator. So that's true. So it's different. It's different places where the man is up and the women is up, but in reality, it's even because at the end of the day, they're still predators. I'm not. It's not a match about who's the best predator. So I'm just saying. Now you can go. It's so that's why it's I'm like the young lady Bonnie. who said that it's both. It's both for me as well. Now you can go, Mr. Derek.
So, okay, the interpretation that I got from the prompt, which said predator, men or women, it was my interpretation was who's seeking more of the other person. I didn't get the interpretation of who's sexually or how do you say that word without being TikTok friendly?
It's you cool. That's cool. Smexual.
You said it correct.
You
I
said it
mean,
correct.
like like sexualizing.
Now you going? We just gave you the word. Now you gonna swap back over.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Just don't
You
say
had
the
it
S.
right. You said
Just say
correct.
mexual. Just say
Well, I was
mexual.
trying to
Just
use
say
both of them. All right,
All
but
right.
that's what I got my interpretation from.
Okay.
It was who chase or who's chasing the other person. It had nothing to do with what you're talking about as far as like, I mean, there's different interpretations that you could take from this prompt. It's not just a straightforward, oh well, who's more of a predator? Are we talking about that kind of thing that nobody likes to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we talking about like who's just more of a predator, men or women, as far as who's chasing the
All
other
right. Full
person?
stop. Full stop. Full stop. Sorry, I got to do it mid-flight. Good question. Do we all know what a predator is? There's two definitions. One is an animal that naturally preys on others. For examples, wolves are major predators of rodents. Number two, a person who ruthlessly exploits others. The example is a schmexual predator, a company that tries to take over another, a defensive move to prevent the business falling into the hands of an overseas predator. So we all know the definition of predator now, right? So
Yep.
let's go from there. Derek, continue.
No, that's all I was gonna say. I was just trying to figure out because like when I answered the prompt when I came up, it was my interpretation was just the fact that I I was looking at like who chases who instead of like or who pursues who takes advantage of who. I wasn't looking at it from a schmexual point of view. I was just looking at it from as far as like men and women because we're talking about men and women, not men, women, and children.
Can I say something to you? You the
Yeah.
one who brought up the abuse. You the one who changed the narrative. Now you want to act like that's what you thought it was. That's not what you said in the beginning. He has literally a recording on this live. Don't change the narrative and then try to play with us. You the
Well, you
one
might
who
want to go
actually
back to
brought it
that
up. No,
recording
no, no, no,
because
no, no.
that's
You
exactly what I said.
down bad. Who brought up the abuse of children? You did.
Mhm.
You did. Come on, man. Listen, I
That's
come
because we
receive.
changed topics.
No, we didn't change topic.
You
You opened
changed
it
the
up for
topic,
something
Derek.
for a
Look,
different
It was
look,
not
area.
no,
you.
that
You got
topic got
mad.
changed
You
before
don't
I.
listen good, but
No,
it's okay. I figured you out. Go ahead.
I'm not even the one that changed the damn topic.
You
But
did.
I'll
It's
answer
not
it.
relevant. Okay, at this point, move on.
Yeah, let's
Please
move.
move
Let's
on.
move. Yeah, because go ahead, down.
Oh, I would just want to hear more from Bunny and the others before I
Yeah, go
even.
ahead, buddy, because I'm through talking.
Can y'all believe? Hold on, and I'm not trying to be funny, but we do stocking stuffers in this house, and I bought my son. Can you believe how much Uno costs?
Man, you
Yes,
I
should
I
have went
can
to
love
believe
Dollar
it.
Uno.
Tree. You should have went to
Please tell
Dollar
me it's
Tree and
like.
got the mini version because you know they
How
ain't gonna
much?
keep all them cards. No ways.
I'll say, please tell me it's like
13 fucking
$2.
euros. No, 13 fucking euros for a
Oh
pack
my
of cards.
god.
Mm. Hey, I'm in Euros. I thought you were in New York.
I'm from New York. Why is you in my government
Oh.
information? Everybody know where I'm at.
But okay.
Yeah, it's 13 euros for that for these cards, and he wanted these to put in
I
his
would have
he
put that in
wanted
my
it in
pocket
his.
real quick and walked out the store.
Nah, hell nah. That's
I'm
sad.
look, I'm
You
no
from
fan.
Detroit.
So you
There's
live in
always
America.
one.
Yes, I
There's
am.
always one. All right, y'all continue. I just realized I paid because you ever pay for something because we got cards and you just tapping shit and moving, and then I looked at this. I paid fucking 13 euros for this stocking
My
stuff.
mama would like purposely put water bottles underneath the basket so that the scanner would forget to scan it and then she'll walk out with it.
Man, I'm gonna see your ass on TikTok later. You're gonna be on
I'm
TikTok.
like, Mama,
This
what
is
about the
not
water? She's
me
like,
no
shush, don't bring it up.
fucking. Why
Nah,
It's
she
don't
like
even
put
I'm
that
gonna
shit
talking
put
on
a
your
about
gift
mama
card.
stuff?
I'm gonna put
now.
a gift
Like,
card
get the fuck
under a
out of here.
t-shirt.
Use the thief.
Mods, get this criminal off the
Times are tough.
damn.
Oh, baby,
Tough.
she on
My mama went
TikTok
to
live admitting that she a thief. You
yeah,
know not
she
who the fight
Get
to
the convict.
the
feel bad.
Thanksgiving or whatever, the cookout.
Walmart
Yoga
like we
King
lost $1
had.
trillion in revenue from thieves. Good,
Nah,
lose $1
y'all.
trillion more.
Can y'all see that? Can y'all see the price?
Yeah, but no, I'm trying to give you some advice. They ain't gonna keep all them cars no ways. So you could have went to the Dollar
Who is
Tree.
they? It's only one. Don't send that to the universe. I only got one child that is old enough to play this. The
Oh
other
my
one, she
bad.
just be
You
like,
got more
yeah,
coming.
she be
Well, I thought you
You
got
got more
3.
in you.
rolling
But
You
it
around.
got
is
more
day.
in you.
Hey, you know who's gonna have to play with her, right? It's gonna be you.
No, no, it's my son. He's 16. He's
Play
gonna be
with your
playing with his
play
friend.
with your baby.
Oh, I was gonna say like I had to do that with my kid. My kid's 15.
I,
I had to play Yu-Gi-Oh all the damn time with her.
yeah, yeah. See, maybe it's better. I can see that. Can I see? Damn, I can't see it.
I can't
That's the
read.
price. Yeah, we know. You be too busy. You be too busy stealing.
You should have stole some reading glasses.
Can
Actually, I
I
do have
answer the
glasses.
room?
That's so crazy.
But really, it's 13 euros for those. And then he wants some other shit. I bought some other stuff. Y'all want to see what else I bought?
Ooh,
No,
You
not
can
really.
what you got me?
who want to get blocked?
That
Oh,
was
I'm
me.
sorry.
You already know it was me.
And then we got this. This
What
is
is that?
candy chocolate.
Yum.
Do y'all know? Let me see.
My
It's
sister
illegal
made
in
me
the United
edible
States.
brownies for Christmas.
This is illegal in the United States.
I
It's a
heard.
Kinder Eye.
That is not illegal in the United States.
It's the candy.
Yes, it.
The kid. The
How
toy
you
part is
gonna tell
illegal.
me what I know? This is illegal. This is a Kinder. Look it up. It is illegal. You know why? That it's legal. I mean, illegal in the United States because called a chocolate egg. It's called a Kinder egg, and it has a toy in it. And the reason
We
why it's
had
illegal.
those.
We have those. It's just without the toy. So
No, they can have a toy in there too.
they
We
do.
Yeah,
had
But
but
Look
you
at
I
the
don't
those.
don't
want your
toys.
eat.
My
kid
kid
eating a
buys it all the
toy.
time.
I don't eat
She
them. So I
probably
thought they
stole
didn't
it.
have the
Let me see.
toy.
Let me see. I thought it was illegal.
No, it's
Because
not.
anybody, if
They
you're
probably
wrong,
hyped
if
it up
you're
to
wrong,
y'all like that, but it's not.
He
We
might
got
be
I've
them
seen
right,
right
them
and
in
we've
the
been
now.
buying the
stores.
bootleg ones.
yeah, the boot.
Let's
Oh,
be
somebody
honest. We
about to
know
get.
somebody ain't buying nothing down here.
I'm like, who?
You.
Kinder
So
Eye
like who?
surprise. So you see now y'all can Google it. Whoever said that it's not illegal is getting blocked. So
Well, block me
yes,
then, but we got them same
traditional.
I
products.
literally saw them
Stop
yesterday.
It may
interrupting
go
the
under a different
host.
name.
Stop interrupting the host. Yes, traditional Kinder surprise eggs with a toy inside the chocolate are banned in the U.S.
Read the first
under
part
a
again.
19. I'm
No,
interrupt me
y'all
one
been
more
buying
one more.
them bootleg Kinder.
Under a
God.
1938 law prohibiting blah blah with embedded non-nutritive objects posing choking hazards for young children. However, the U.S. says the similar Kinder Joy, where the toy and cream chocolate are in, and I know a lot of y'all just got excited when they said cream chocolate, are in separate halves of a plastic egg, bypassing the law. So we both are right. We
That's what
both
I
are
was
correct.
saying.
Who getting loud?
I'm passionate. I'm
I
loud,
gotta
but I'm
do it, honey.
happy.
Do y'all have one of those types of mothers? You ever be screaming and my mother be like, "Who are you talking? Like, who is it
Being,
that
I
you?"
talk to myself all the time. So like, Lisa, are
But
you
y'all got
okay?
these. We got bonbons.
What is that?
Bonbons. It's a bonbon. Don't worry about it.
What is it, caramel candy? That would look like.
I don't like
I'm
caramel.
gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something too that we gotta put in his little stocking with his greedy self.
Ooh,
I bet y'all don't
I
have
think
this.
he in charge of stockings this year, y'all. That's fucked up. His wife put him in charge of stocking. He is decking that motherfucker out though. Shout out to him. It's a whole big thing for him, Joe.
It is though. You want to know why?
Amanda, it's probably because small
You
kids,
want to know why?
small parts of the
Because
toys are a choking hazard.
every day, it's the tradition. Every
Man, if
day
your
we
kid
do
dumb enough to
something.
bite into a
So we got
toy,
this.
don't give it to no
We got
baby
this.
though. But like, come on now, man. We know.
I mean,
This
there's
is the
dumb
thing for
moms
my
out there
wife.
Ooh,
too.
that's
This,
so
Dumb babies.
pretty.
I
this
say I
is for my
like
wife.
those things actually.
Do y'all know what this is?
Yeah, I
It's
Yeah.
like them.
chocolate.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, that's for my wife. That's for tomorrow. Then my son, he likes this. Y'all don't know about this. This is Ritter
Ooh.
Sport. Yeah.
Well,
And
what
then
did
we
you
got
get for
this.
yourself?
Men
He
don't buy
is
things for
stuffing
I
them
got
themselves.
chocolates
me.
with care. You gotta
I
put
got
some
me a
lotto tickets in
subscription.
there too, though.
I got me.
You gotta put some
You know
lotto
what?
tickets up in there.
It's funny that you say that because
Yeah,
my
you
wife
gotta
put
to.
one in mine.
Like
Ooh.
Oh yeah, my wife
everybody
put
hit
one
but
in
me
mine.
last year. I ain't stuffing
Ooh.
them bitch this time.
My wife gave me one, and I just did it today, this morning. What did I win? Nothing.
Aw,
Hey, you ever buy
one
them fake
day.
lottery tickets?
Do I ever do what?
Nah,
You
he
ever
talking
buy
about the
those fake
ones at the
lottery
joke.
tickets?
No.
Man, I tricked the hell out of my girl with one of them fake lottery tickets.
That's
You know the
You
kind of
ones that you get at
cool.
the dollar
She
store? I
fuck
know you
around, broke
know.
up with you in the same second she scratched that motherfucker off. I
I say
already know
down
that
bad.
one.
I know you
This
know
is what
because
I
shit.
got. This is what I got in my
Oh,
stocking.
those are good.
I got this.
Where'd you get
My
He
me?
a
wife.
good stocking stuffer though, I tell you that much.
Put some money in there.
But like how you gonna hang that from your mantle?
Would the chocolate
From my
melt if
mantle.
you hang it from like a fireplace?
Who's
You
putting
live
it
in New
on the
York.
edge? Y'all
I
know
I
do.
thought
stuff
that was
on
You
like
got
the.
a
tradition. I
fireplace.
don't really
But when
celebrate
I
But
Christmas.
stuff them though,
not
they gotta
everybody's
come
got a
down.
fireplace though.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. My granddad does. He's old. Like this, like Knox, I think.
No, they got electric ones now. Those are
Don't block me,
like
don't block me, don't block me, don't
Did you
block me,
hear
don't
what
block
she
me.
just wait?
I
Hold on.
was,
See,
I was.
custom. Did you just say your grandfather's it? Okay, I got you. You
He's
know,
don't
once
say
in a
he.
while we make a rule, and
Hey,
that means turn your camera on.
wait, no. I'm in the bonnet.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think you getting her confused with me. We is not the same people.
No, only customs. I know exactly who you are. You the
Oh,
one that be
okay.
coming up and be taking over the live.
But do I get to answer the panel, y'all? Do I get to answer the prompt?
Yes.
All right, so
I be acting
men
like
are the most
I don't
predatory
know who y'all are.
creature of all time. So, like, I don't even know what the argument is about. And thank God they is. Because we won't even have the world today that we have without men being predatory. I don't even get what y'all talking about, all that man versus women shit. It's men's, hands down.
I'm not gonna
Thank
lie,
God
you
they
just
is predatory in the way that they are. Because they got a family too. And they want their family to have the best shit.
honestly,
Now
I'm not
think
gonna
about
lie,
it.
you just said that in the
All of
best
them
way
coming
possible
together.
You
We
lying.
all got the best shit.
for men.
Who got the
As
best
it
shit?
is most definitely men. Ain't no goddamn women came together and ruled the whole goddamn world. Only men did that.
I don't know about that.
Hey,
There
what are you
has to
talking about?
been
I mean, like, I'm
um
shit. I'm only custom on board now.
Yeah, Joe. You hear what I'm saying? Though? Only men rule the world, Joe. They put this whole thing together for us. We all benefiting from the system they had built together. And when men become predatory, they only trying to look out for the best interest of their women and children. If you ain't got a
mm.
predatory man, you ain't got shit.
I say that's the
What do
most
you
important
mean
thing in
by
life.
predatory? Who
Yeah, I
wants a
think she's
predatory
taking it out
man?
of context a bit because
No, I'm
I don't
talking
know.
about in the concept that you know, how you have other animals hunt other animals.
Yeah, he gave a definition for that earlier, and that's
That's
totally
what I'm talking about.
okay. Well, you talking about? I mean, we are all
We're
mammals,
talking about like
but
the
that,
one
we ain't
that's
talking about
He's
that.
talking about like the hunter
I was talking about
gatherer
the prompt. I'm
trait that
But
sorry,
men
we
y'all. I
should
also
know
we
have.
y'all sensitive and y'all don't even really think because y'all feelings get the best of y'all.
we're
I'm
not
talking about
sensitive.
in a
we're
word and
Just
just
because
context of
somebody
what you
disagree with you, you don't have to go to
No,
dismantle their
I'm not
character.
this. I'm not. I ain't saying.
I'm
I
not
don't
even
care that
yelling
you
at you.
disagree
You
with me
can't
though.
even you emotional
I don't
regulation.
care that you
It's
disagree
not
with
about
me.
caring. It is about you caring because you
I'm
sitting up
trying
here
to make
talking
you
about it. What do you mean?
understand how
I
the
don't need to
real world
understand.
No,
works.
y'all stop arguing. Stop
I think
arguing.
it's
That's it.
She.
Y'all know this ain't Black Diamonds Live or Down Trails.
I'm just saying. Listen, everybody can go on a rant and rave, but what I'm saying to you is we don't just agree. And I believe men and women are predators. depending on how you look at it. If you
Yeah,
don't
but
look
you
at it that
mean, but
way,
yeah,
and I
okay.
think and I do
I
because
saw you change your
I
answer
watch.
3-4
I
times by
never
now.
changed
So
my
like, it's
answer. My
fine.
answer been the same. My answer been the same.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
can
okay.
play it. He can play it over if you like. I
Alhamdulillah.
don't.
God
I,
blessing
I
you
like
guys.
receipts. I
Oh,
like
Alhamdulillah.
it's
facts.
okay, lady. We know you ain't
It's
got no real
okay.
opinion.
It's okay,
We just
honey.
gonna have a
It's
real
okay.
opinion. It's
I've
okay.
been saying the same answer all
Y'all
day.
make it.
I was
Y'all
the
not
first one
making the
on the
good
panel.
black folk lead. Y'all letting the good black folk lead. You know, suburban blacks ain't gonna sit up here and tolerate y'all screaming and hollering at each other.
Am I still part of
I
the
don't
good
care
black
about.
folk?
I'm not. I'm gonna stay because it's your panel, and I come over here and I do respect. I'm gonna do it respectfully, but no.
Black Beauty. Usually, you are a little bit. I thought you was a suburbanite, but today,
Listen, you are so petty. I could go wherever one they want me to be whenever they want to see it. That's the thing.
Yeah, that motherfucker
I've been.
chameleon for
Oh
real,
no,
yo.
Saw, bro. I'm so sorry, Saw. You know what, Saw? Saw. Do
You
not
so
let
petty.
Saul. Why are you letting Saul up here?
Yes, saw you
Now
knew
it's
he was
like you
done.
can't drop him now. You can't drop him
No,
now.
oh, I
You
was.
can't drop him. Okay, here we go.
Go
Because
ahead.
y'all know Saul. You know I follow Saul. Saul doesn't follow me. You know I respect Saul. First of all, Saul is a veteran. Y'all better
Yeah, he
have
is.
some respect. He is a
A
veteran. What you
veteran.
about to bring, Saul? Sorry, sir. I usually don't let people like you up, and it's not out of disrespect. It's because of what element comes in after you. So that's why I don't let what's his name Moses up here, Guru, and I appreciate y'all coming over here, but y'all bring a whole host of just.
I gotta
I
see
get
this
it
shit. Come
together,
on,
Dicey.
so like, baby, they just hyped you up. I want to hear this shit.
I, I'm,
It's true though.
I want to know
He
now.
has no. He has a good. I'm not talking about the people that actually follow him. I'm talking about the people that dislike him. They somehow fought. I'm talking. They. He is followed by a lot of misandry. What's the word? Y'all help me. I know I'm
Miss
slow.
Andress.
Yeah,
Not
those people. You was
misogynistic.
quick with that. You
I thought
no
you said Miss
misandry.
Sand. Oh.
Okay, I thought he
What
was
is
going for the
misandry?
word
Not Miss
misogynist.
Okay,
Andrew.
Saw. Okay, let's get focused here. Saw. Who's more of the predator, men or women?
First of all, I'd like to say good evening. Um,
Mhm.
all right, who's more? I would probably say, since the majority of men um, have had an experience with an adult woman before the age of 18, and it's not even considered a crime, it's not even considered to be a bad thing in movies, et cetera, I would have to point at women because the majority of society and family look down on an older man dealing with a younger woman.
You at the range, Saw?
No, I'm at the gym.
We
Okay.
weren't even talking about in
So,
sexual.
Let them. Let him finish. Let him finish.
so a child is the most vulnerable individual on the planet when it
Mhm.
comes to humans.
Mhm.
We are all adults and we have the capabilities to protect ourselves and make decisions to prevent ourselves from being in certain situations and circumstances. But children do not. And since the majority of babies are unalived by women as well, so when it comes to unaliving and sexual assault, a lot of these things go unpunished, unrecognized, and sometimes even legal. So, unfortunately, for children and young boys under the age of 18, with babies and the sexual assault of children, I believe that women lead in both of those situations and circumstances. Eileen.
Okay, can I ask you a question real quick? 2 seconds. How the hell did you get your voice to sound like Barack Obama?
He sounds more southern than anything.
Well, no, he takes the pauses like perfectly.
Uh,
Well, let me tell you. Yes. What I'm gonna say, like you say it perfectly almost. I mean, like I'm sitting here listening. I mean, yeah, you don't sound exactly like Barack Obama, but you take like all the pauses on the right points and stuff. You li- I don't know. That shit just that blew me for a while for a minute. I'm like, I'm sitting back, I'm
But
listening, I'm like,
That's so
hold
fucked
on,
up,
Derek.
man. That is so fucked up.
So
You can't
Saul,
tell
would
a
you
man
say
that
that?
shit.
that's not
Hold
messed up.
on, Dustin. So Saul, you're saying. Sorry, I had to step out for a second. But you're saying that a woman unaliving their baby, their unborn baby, that would you would put that under the umbrella of predator?
I didn't even include a sportion, but we can. I was
Okay, I
talking.
thought you did. So
Yeah,
I
I was
was
talking about the
clarifying.
filicide rate.
Okay,
I
okay.
thought we weren't
Why?
talking
Walk
about
me
that
through
type
it.
of predator.
Walk me through it, Saul. Walk me through it.
But then those
The
are men
filicide
that
rate,
can
the
create the rules
filicide
that
rate
they can
for
get these
children,
procedures done.
the filicide rate for children is twice as much uh, as bad for women as it is for men, and of course it's because of proximity. But it is what it is. The numbers are what they are. Um, so I look at children as being the most vulnerable of the society. And when it comes to the unaliving and the sexual assault of both uh, genders, women lead in both situations and circumstances, even though the majority of men
Would
do
you
not
say,
report.
but Saul, would you say that a man that lays a seed into a woman with no intent, and I don't know how often it happens. I'm sure it happens a lot. I
A
mean,
lot, apparently.
y'all have to stop fucking interrupting me. For real, for real. It's starting to piss me off. I'm a very relaxed host, but the interruptions is starting to get out of hand. So, would you say that a man who lays a seed up in a woman, right? And then that woman then goes into what, the A word. Who's the real predator in that situation? Because you have a lot of men that will sleep with women unprotected, knowing and having no substance about them, no intent on having a child. They end up having that child. Do you get what I'm saying? So who's the predator? Who's the real predator? Is it the
There's no
woman?
predatorial actions with two consenting adults having sex. So
Correct.
until you bring up the actual situation where a woman is having that done to her against her will, now we have a conversation. However, that's less than 1% of the individuals that are committing AB.
Right, but
So, uh,
how
if I could, please, I appreciate it. Uh,
yep.
so, if we're talking about predatorial actions, that would not even be able to be brought into the situation or circumstances. But for some reason, we have a problem with two consenting adults, but we don't have a problem with a woman going to a sperm bank
Look,
and
I don't think you
purposely putting
grasping the
her
question
position.
right.
I think he just made a comment about an interruption.
Y'all have
Yeah,
to
and
edit
I like they
yourselves.
hyped you up
You
so
must.
bad.
No, 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 no,
Oh my
no. We
goodness.
are
Okay,
going to
this is
edit
where we coming
ourselves.
from.
We are going to, nothing is changing. We are going to always edit ourselves. People in my space y'all know, I let people cook. Everybody's going to get a chance to cook. Stop interrupting. The next person that interrupts is getting dropped and blocked because I'm done with it. We was having fun over here. We was chilling. Y'all was being respectful. Now all of a sudden, everybody want to interrupt and talk over each other. This is not Black Diamonds. This is not Don Trails paint by number. Y'all act like y'all know where the fuck y'all are. Saul, please continue.
Yeah, I find it funny you gave the warning about me, but I seem to be the one acting with the most decorum. But like I was saying, uh, th- we have no problem as a society when a woman chooses to go to a sperm bank and make herself a single mother. But for some reason, we find it to be criminal when she goes out in the street and does the same thing. When she goes and finds a man that's loose with a C, that doesn't have any requirements of commitment, and she voluntarily has unprotected sex, knowing that that can and most likely will result in her being pregnant, we want to blame the other party. But I've never in my life heard somebody say, you know what, that sperm bank needs to be held accountable because this woman is now a single mother. Choice is choice. It is her body, her choice. So I don't see any predatorial actions when there is a willing adult uh, submitting themselves to another adult in a sexual situation or circumstance.
I don't know if I agree, but okay. I understand it fully. I understand it fully. Okay, it's an open panel.
I don't
Y'all be
want.
respectful.
How do we implement, like, I wish there was like hand raising, honestly. I didn't want to
No,
interrupt.
no, you know what? I'm not doing none of that. It's because we are all full grown adults. Everybody is over 18 years old. Y'all need to exercise some emotional intelligence, not take it fucking personal or emotional, and have the fucking conversation. We shouldn't have to be in here like we're in fourth grade, raising hands and
I don't
shit.
see nothing
Just
wrong
have the
with that.
conversation.
But can
Have
I
the conversation.
also have like ask Saul from someone who literally had an AB like what on the 4th? It's just like someone I had an AB on the 4th, like of this month. I just wanted to ask from someone who, like, why do you view it in the way of like women being predatory? I feel like we got so much like off the topic, but why do you feel like it's predatory for someone to exercise their bodily right?
You know he's on your side, right?
I am not. I am
What?
definitely not on
You didn't hear
anybody's
everything he
side.
just said?
He was like totally on your side like 2 seconds ago.
No, he
I
was
think the
not.
comprehension is
Let him finish, though.
not flowing properly.
What?
But to answer the
Yeah,
question,
he wasn't on her side either. Like, get the fuck out of here, Joe. How the
Wait,
fuck
let
you
him
on her
finish, y'all.
side?
Let him
Damn.
let
I
him
misheard everything
let him
then.
respond,
Like, come
please.
on out, man. You
No,
like, I
let
think you.
him
I'm sorry.
respond, please. Go ahead, Saw.
thank you. So like I was saying, you are a mother. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. As soon as you had a child or embryo, whatever you want to call it, or whatever stage, as soon as that life formed inside of your womb, you were a mother. It doesn't matter what stage of life, as soon as you laid down with a man and he allowed his seed inside of your womb, and your womb had an active, living egg that was prepared to receive that sperm, and those two did what they needed to do in order to create life, you were a mother. Now you will always be a mother. And every Mother's Day, you deserve a
That
card.
actually predatory.
How is
And
that answer? Wait,
unfortunately,
Preston, you gotta stop
if I,
interrupting.
and unfortunately for that child, you were not prepared, whether it was mentally, emotionally, or financially, to execute the duties that you were given to by God, and you ended that life. And
Okay.
that's your choice in America. That is your choice. It is legal to do.
So are you
However,
pro-choice or are you
however,
pro-life?
Wait, real quick. How does that address what Down Bad asked you?
excuse me, I'm going to have to just go on mute until there is some form of control in this room.
What do you
I
mean
do not
control?
What do
You
you
overtalk
don't
mean?
stop
I
anybody.
didn't
talking.
Wait, real quick. I
Okay,
did
I'm
not
going to go on
interrupt
mute.
you. Also, I'm
You
the
make a
mod on this
20-minute
panel.
speech.
So can you answer my question? Like, I don't know why you're using the mannerisms of Obama. You sound like Obama giving a speech. I don't know if that's just how you talk. But can you, like, one, speed up when you're speaking? Like, we all process well, okay? And two, land the plane. You can't just go on 20-minute diatribes every time because people want to respond to you, right? Nobody interrupted you. So my question stands. How does that respond to the question that Down Bad asked you? Down Bad asked you a very specific question. She didn't ask you if she was a mom. She asked you a very specific question. Please answer.
Thank you.
I'll try again without being interrupted. Like I was saying, a mother taking their child's life for any reason is a predator. I can care less how you feel or what you think.
How's that?
It is what it, and I'm getting interrupted again, but I'll go back on mute.
It is an open panel though, right?
It is an open panel. I don't even know why people getting mad at this
So
point.
I mean, don't get all up in your feelings about it. People are trying to respond back to you when
Well,
you're talking, but if
Yeah.
you don't stop talking, like well, what I'm saying is, and I'm going to go off.
Then the
Just
crazy part, if
get
she
to the
chose
point.
not
Like
to
shit,
talk
it's an open panel. People can respond back to you.
And
that's
since I
crazy.
asked the question, I kind of want to, because I want him to finish, but also when you go on, like
Take
you
us
said,
into
long.
stop.
Like you can't
Moss, take
win
us
or lose
into
when you're a woman. So I
Moss, take
promise.
us into Showtime. Mods, everybody can get a minute. Mods, where's my mods?
Queen's supposed
I
to
got
You know
you.
how to
I'm
take
gonna
I
do
got
that.
you, Justin. I got you. I'm doing it now.
But like, I
You gotta
wanted
get
to just.
some.
Yeah, everybody's supposed to like.
You
Nah,
sit.
he gonna call that lady.
You said 1
I
minute?
I
said,
didn't see. I thought you was
you
eating.
know what?
My bad. Didn't know you was about to get ready to talk.
Y'all about to make me crash out. My wife just made me some nice food. I'm listening to your conversation. Fucking respect each other. How hard is that? Half of y'all are 10 to 15 years older than me, and I have to tell y'all how to have a conversation.
Who the fuck older than you?
Okay. I don't have enough. I had enough. All right. So, um, Queen, you taking us into Showtime? Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
we in Showtime a minute each, and I just made myself first so you could say what you wanted to say because you've been getting interrupted
I'm
since I got
good.
in here.
I'm good. So I want to hear from everybody. Y'all should be able to do it in under a minute. That's it.
Yeah, I just
Do
don't
not let her back
understand
up. Do
how.
not let her back up, by the way.
Okay, I will not.
I'm
Um,
actually gonna block her.
I just need to understand how, one, that still did not answer Down Bad's question, and I'd like an answer to it because I don't really understand like what your point is. I would also ask Justin, when you say predator, are you talking about like predator like to unalive people? Like what is the
No, it was. I read the definition of predator.
okay?
Right. I read it, and it is up to everybody's perception. So some people are going. Some people are going the relationship route. Some people going the essay route. It's all on how you perceive it.
Roger. Okay, I just wanted to know. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I really don't have nothing to say. I kind of answered the prompt already. I said it's. I feel like it's both. I kind of stayed into the SMEX department of it. I feel like when I look at women, they do a lot of things that are predatorial that they don't get the punished for. So like they can walk up and touch a man or grab a man by his groin and stuff like that, and there's no consequences, and that's predatorial behavior, and under the surface, men do a lot of things that's very predatory. So I said it was even. I said it's both. People went into different departments about children and stuff like that. It's different because women have more access to children, so of course they're going to be the biggest predator when it comes to children as far as abusing them in that manner. But if you're talking about the environment in general and how men interact with women, or as far as like
Yeah. So no, I agree with the host because that's kind of what I initially said was that predatory is it's it's um it's perception. It is. I mean, you could be predatory in so many different ways. I mean, animalistic. You could be predatory in mental thought. You could be predatory in all different types of forms of predatory exists. And I think like one person sitting there saying, like, oh, well, this happens because of sexual things. This happens because of it's animalistic. Like the one person that was saying, hey, yeah, I want a man, da 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 da. They're predatory. It's just too complicated. I was just trying to figure out what this dude was talking about, to be honest with you. And yeah, I don't know.
Okay, to be clear, I can only give information. I can't give comprehension. So I'll try my best. A predator is an organism that hurts, unalives, but it uses the word with the K, and eats other organisms. So I find that the most vulnerable human is a child, and women unalive more children than men, averaging in the black community 1,000 a day if we include A, B, and filicide rates. So it doesn't matter if you agree. I don't care how you feel or what you think. This is my opinion, and it's based off of facts, statistics, and data, not my feelings and not what I think. I land.
Regardless of what your opinions on AB is, it doesn't change the fact fetus. If a baby is a person, it does not get the right to use my body without permission. You won't call people predators for pulling the plug on somebody who was on like a coma or in vegetative state. You wouldn't call people predators for not donating their blood to save somebody's life. You wouldn't call people predators for not donating their a life-saving organ. People, I guess everyone's a predator then. But it just so happens that like since pregnancy is so common, women are going to do it. It's going to happen more often. If you want people to stop getting like as pro choice for myself as I am, I wouldn't want to get another AB because it's so hard on my body. I would rather like live in a society where I will be taken care of and won't have to go into debt and give my child like I don't want my child to live in the same type of poverty as me. But I hope I could come back up and talk about the actual topic I want to talk about. Thank you. Woo!
I know. All right. Did he leave for real?
You did.
So he was only talking to talk. He wasn't talking to listen.
Yes. I just want
Can't
to point
stand that
out.
shit.
I just want to point out. Oh, he's back. I just want to point out a few things when we talk about those statistics. When we talk about the statistics when it comes to women harming children and men harming children, considering it's 51 to 49, when we know that women overall have more interaction with children, but men still are almost 50% of the ones who cause the harm, is fucking insane because you guys do not have the same level of connection with children that women do. And I don't mean connection, I mean like interaction out in public. I think when we're talking about the statistics for GRAPE and SA, we can also look at that when we say that 93.6% of SAers are men, right? So like, if we're going to talk statistics, let's talk the statistics, but let's be for real about them. Because when I look at 51% to 49% with women being the higher one, I'm like, well, men don't have the same interaction. So how are you just so close to how much harm women cause? That just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
So I'd love for you to show the statistics that you were talking about. And I was not talking to you, Derek, just to be clear. I didn't listen to what you said. If you did say something about that, I was responding to Saw.
First, I just want to go. I'm
Look,
just
I'm
gonna
not
be
trying
really
to go on
quick.
another
I
Saw
just want to.
rampage.
Sorry. It's valid.
I just
No,
want
go
to
ahead,
say, like,
Dada.
I agree with you, Quinn. I wanted to bring up that point specifically because I literally saw, like, yes, women do abuse children more often because they have, like, they are with children more, like you said, but since it's, like, so 50-50, it kind of shows the frequency upon which men would, abuse children, despite women having children more often. I wanted to bring that up, but I really couldn't because I didn't know the study of which I read that from. So, yes, sorry, go ahead, Saul.
Uh,
Okay, I appreciate it. I don't overtalk anybody, and I expect the same respect. Um, well, the problem is that because there's so much more different types of abuse that they don't classify as abuse. Taking your child and dropping it off to a foster care unit so you can pursue your career is abuse. Taking your child and giving it to the grandparents because you want to go on a party, or leaving your child inside of hotel rooms because you want to go on a cruise, all of this is abuse. To provide your child with a man as a father that you know does not care about children because he already has 4 or 5 other baby mothers and he doesn't pay attention to those children, that is abuse. To have a child and you do not have the money to be able to provide the nourishment and necessities for a child is abuse. To go and have a baby and get pregnant by a man you don't even know his name, which a man has never done. There has never been a man that has had a child and didn't know the mother's name of the child. However, there is a specific percentage of every race of women who have children and cannot identify the father's name. That is you and you alone. God gave woman the one position to be able to stand at the gates to choose which group of men get to procreate and which men do not. That is your leadership position given to you by God. However, if I separate all men in America and A, the worst men in America, and B, the men who don't go and break the law, who don't have children outside of wedlock, who don't abuse women, which group of men has the most children? And host, I want you to answer that question because I don't believe you have any bias. Do you believe if I separate in the black community all of the worst men that we can think of, the scammers, the unalivers, the constant in and out of prison individuals who push morals and values that hurt the black community? That's group A. Group B, the average black man. that goes to work, comes home, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, don't have children outside of wedlock, which group has the most children?
Would say that the group A.
And that is abuse. For you to go and procreate with men that will hurt you and the child by walking away without any form of commitment and force your child to live in a life in 2025 where they have to search for food, they have to hope for shelter, they have to wish for electrical and water facilities to be on continuously. In this world is abuse to me. But in America, it is legal for you to do, and there's a reason why. Because you are the pipeline to prison. You are the pipeline to poverty. And in order for the rich to stay rich, they need mothers like you to continue to produce workers without any foundation to start on. Ale.
I'm just gonna say I'm voting for
Okay,
you.
so explain to me, one, why men have no accountability with this. Because I don't give a fuck about your sky daddy. That doesn't
Wait,
mean shit to me, respectfully. I mean this, no, wait, Derek. In the most respectful way possible. I don't care about your religion. So that doesn't answer this question. I just want you to know. You saying this is done by God, it doesn't do anything to me. So my
but
question to you, right, would be, one, where is the men's accountability in this, right? Because as much as women are allowing men to go in raw, men are going in raw, right? Because men also have the choice to say, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely the fuck not. You wanna know why my big brother ain't got no kids? Because he rap it every fucking time. Every fucking time. Also, I'm trying to understand why it's just the women's fault when it's the men that are walking away from the responsibility that they also created, right? Oh, you guys are picking men that'll walk away. What? Some of us don't know that they're gonna walk away until we're fucking 9 months pregnant, right? So like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the manipulation that men do to women and then allow that shit to happen, because last I checked, it's not a bunch of women out here having 12 and 15 kids and not taking care of them.
wasn't it?
The way
But
it's always mama's babies and daddy's maybes. Y'all get
right,
to walk away if you want to,
right.
right?
But
And I
wasn't
think
it
that's
your
just so
choice
odd to me
though?
that you want to say that it's all the women's fault. Oh,
Hold
it's
on,
your
but
choice.
wasn't
It's
it
your
your
choice. It's
choice?
also your choice who you come in. Also, every time we have unprotected sex does not equal in pregnancy. And 9 times out of 10, it's not going to equal in pregnancy. Why? Because our bodies don't like sperm. Our
Right,
bodies
but
want to
wasn't
push
it
that
your
shit
choice
out
to
of
have
us.
the
Derek,
baby?
stop talking underneath me.
Well, I'm
Please let me
sorry, but you know
finish.
what? You gotta let other people talk too.
Bro, I just got up here and
I
I
just
just started
waited. I
speaking.
waited
Like,
3.
no,
Look,
absolutely the fuck not. You can wait. You can wait. Because I have not disrespected nobody. I've given everybody a chance to
excuse me.
speak.
I
I
waited
don't
3
understand why you
times.
have to speak under me, but you let Saul go on a fucking rant.
Literally.
I waited 3 times to talk.
Okay? And you can wait for the
It's
last
not my
5 seconds
goddamn
of what
fault
I'm
that you can't
saying.
fucking shut up.
Derek keep talking. He keep talking over people. He do.
No, no. I waited 3. I literally waited after down bad. Who the fuck keep muting me?
It's not me.
I waited. Okay.
Why does that mean you get to talk underneath me?
I'm not talking underneath you. I'm trying to talk. You talk.
Well,
Down
as
bad
at the
talk.
same
Saul
time that
talk.
I'm talking,
And then
right?
now I'm trying to talk, and
But I was
you're going
already
on a rant.
having a conversation.
This is not a conversation. It was a 3-way. It's an open panel.
Oh my God. Okay. I understand that you cannot control your emotions or your mouth.
It's not even a
And I'm
damn
gonna let you have
emotion.
it because
You
Justin
can't
don't do
control your
this
damn
back and
mouth.
forth shit.
You
You
know
have
what?
fun. Go ahead.
You know what? Tell me when I can talk. How about that? You go ahead and go back on your spill.
Can I take the opportunity to talk? I mean, I was gonna let Derek talk, but honestly,
Have you landed your plane? Have you landed your plane,
No,
Queen?
Queen did not land her plane. I was trying to hear what she
oh, I'm
had to say because
sorry.
she
Land
haven't
your
had a
plane.
chance.
Y'all, Queen, can you land your plane? Start the descent,
I
please.
dead ass forgot what I was saying. I'm not gonna hold you. It's fine. Like that talking underneath me shit does not work well with my ADHD. Go ahead.
You
That's why I
asked
said he
me.
could
You
go.
asked me a question. I can answer it if you want me to.
Sure.
You know what? Y'all let me know when you're done. How about that?
And just let me know when you want me to answer the question. I remember the question you asked.
Y'all are
Well, I was
doing.
just want to say, like, it's kind of crazy how you say, like, oh, it's abuse to have children live a life like this. I lived a life like
Well,
that.
down bad. Why are you know what? This is what I can't understand. And y'all see, I'm not really reactive, because I'm seeing if y'all can figure out how to edit yourselves. Right now, and Saw, you know what? I hate to do this. I apologize to you actually because you have shown a lot of decorum, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate you respecting my panel. Um, but it's very interesting. Y'all know I have a 16-year-old, and he has better impulse control as a lot of y'all. I'm sorry, that's just what I'm seeing. So, Saul, you want to answer the question? Then down bad you can go. Y'all tap the screen, gift your panel, uh, gift your host. Y'all know I don't be asking for gifts. Y'all know I don't never ask y'all for gifts, but it keeps the engagement. Whether it's a penny, just throw a rose. Alrighty, Saul, can you answer the question that Queen posed to you, please,
Okay,
sir?
great. And the question was, why are men not being held accountable in this situation or circumstance? Why am I putting all of the blame on the woman? And this is very well the reason why. Because as a man, I've held men accountable for over 22 years in my United States Marine Corps career. And I've held women accountable. And just like I told my two daughters, no man can ever be responsible for pregnancy. No man, ever. Because the word responsible means ownership. He cannot force you to stay pregnant. He cannot force you to end pregnancy. He cannot be responsible for the pain and the weight gain and everything else it takes to go through pregnancy. Pregnancy belongs to you and you alone. What he can be responsible for, if he chooses to, and if he's living, is the child. That's the only thing the man can be responsible for, is the child. And guess what? It's not even guaranteed that he will be here living for the child. It is your responsibility as a woman to ensure that the child that you will bear has a village, has the nourishment, has the necessities ready prior to pregnancy. And you are responsible for setting your value and your choice and your price. So if I go to the Dollar General and spend $5, and I go to Woodlands Mall and spend $5,000, did I lose value? No, the value was set before I entered the building. The Dollar General has its value, and Woodland Malls has his value. Now, if you as a woman allow a man to get access to your body and womb for absolutely nothing, you are the Dollar General of vagina. Your standards and your requirements was absolutely nothing.
Thank
But
you,
the
Felicia.
woman
Start your
who
descent.
requires marriage, yes, sir.
Start your descent, sir.
I will
Start your
now.
descent.
I will now. The woman that requires marriage requires a home, requires a trust, requires insurance. She is the highest value of woman because she required everything prior to her child even being
Shout out
conceived,
to Felicia.
just like a cow would, just like a cow or a cat would, because they have the sense to ensure that everything is necessities is prepared prior to pregnancy. I land.
Okay, so I have a question. Well, I have two questions. One, does that mean that you're pro-choice? Because let's say that woman says, you know what, you're right. She believes in everything you just said. All right, cool. But I just laid down with this man, right? But I don't have the financial ability to pay for this baby. I don't want to give the baby up to foster care because that's AB, right? That's ABUSE, right? So, like, does that mean that woman has the right to have an abortion?
In the United States of America, yes, she does have the right. It is a right to do so, but she's still a mother, and she's
Is
still.
it all in all
Ma'am, I
50
didn't interrupt
states?
you. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. In the country, she has the right to unalive her baby, regardless if she has to travel or not. However, two things can be true at the
Thank you,
same time.
Felicia.
You can have the right to unalive your baby and be a mother and a murderer at the same time.
Wait, so I am committing ABUSE if I bring a baby into the world that I can't afford, that I can't take care of. And if I give it to foster care, that's ABUSE. If I bring it into a world that I can't and I can't afford it, that's ABUSE. But if I don't bring it into the world because I don't want to ABUSE a child and I get an abortion, then I'm a murderer. Sorry, schmurderer. Excuse my language. My bad.
But Queen, doesn't it start? I think what Saul's point is, and I could be incorrect. It starts way before that. It starts with the simple act of conceiving that child.
Yes,
Why
sir.
would you go into a situation to conceive a child when you know that, well, without intent, just to make
Well, this is my
simplify.
thing. Here's my only problem with that. We cannot consent to when our egg says, all right, yeah, we're going to accept this, right? And even if I've
But
been
we
with,
can,
go
but
ahead.
we can consent to protection.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but why would you, I get where you're going. I know what path you're about to go down. I'm pretty sure of it. So maybe not, friend, maybe not. But my question is, why would we have a child with somebody like he did mention? We don't know their name, we don't know their credit score. We just letting them throw the back out, and then boom shakalaka, 9 months later, or within that 9 months, we're making all types of decisions when the decision making should have been made before the back got thrown out.
Okay. Let's say, but then here's my next question. Let's say that all of that decision making happened. This woman is married to this man, right? Okay. And that man decides,
It seems like you're moving the goalpost.
no, I'm not
Are you
moving the
moving the
goalpost, because if the decision making happened, you see what I'm saying?
You're
There are
throwing
still
hypotheticals
situations
around now.
where
Yeah, I'm
there's, go ahead.
gonna say something. You're throwing a hypothetical around. Now what you're doing is what you're trying to do is you're trying to arrange it to where it's the perfect circumstance for you, or a perfect circumstance for the woman, not for anybody else.
Stop sharing the damn live, bro. I don't want all your followers. Stop. Don't share the damn live. There's enough of y'all over here.
I am just trying to here's my question stands. Where does the man's accountability come in? That is my question. Where is his accountability in this situation? Because it's the woman's fault if she picks a bad man. It's the woman's fault. She's a schmurderer if she unalives the baby that she knows she can't afford to take care of because she can barely afford to take care of herself.
Queen, you
It's
know
the
how I
woman's.
am, though. Hold on, Queen. But I'm talking about both parties. I think we don't teach.
No, I know, Justin.
I think we do not teach men the value, our boys, we do not teach them the value of their seed. That's one thing we don't do. And I also think we condition our girls to think that their body is part of a transaction of some sort.
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm blaming the woman.
No, I wasn't even talking to you, Justin. I know how you think. I understand your thinking. We've had this conversation way too many times. You know, I agree with you. It's the problem where all of the issues, or like the woman is this horrible fucking person, whether
Okay, but
like
you're asking where
damned if I do, damned if I don't type shit. That's what Saw is saying. Sounds like to me. It's damned if I do and damned if I don't. Damned if I do bring this baby into the world, right? But I just so happen to not be able to take care of it, or I'm I don't know, in my 20s and I want to go out one night, so I let my mama watch her grandbaby, and that makes me a bad person. That means I am ABUSEing my child. That's what Saw said. And I just want to know, where does the man's accountability come in? Is it abuse that the man leaves? Is it abuse that the man pops up and disappears whenever the fuck he wants to? Is it abuse when the dad doesn't do what he's doing? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know when she's stopping.
No, absolutely.
You give him a chance to answer. So
hold on. You're asking for accountability for men, but men have no choice. Isn't that kind of being a little selfish?
Wait. Okay, Derek went. Okay.
Yeah, I'm genuinely
not
curious
tracking
about
the
it,
conversation,
because
Derek.
you're
Please
asking
shut up.
where's the man's accountability. However, you also strip the man's choice completely away from him.
What stripping am I doing?
Let me know when I can answer the question, host.
Yeah, I wasn't even talking to you. Jesus, you're not tracking.
Derek,
You don't ever stop talking, so I mean, I don't really care.
Guys, I need everybody to go ahead and mute your mics. As a moderator, I'm asking you to mute your mics if you are not speaking. And you're speaking over the host. I personally do not agree with that. Go ahead and mute your mics, please. Thank you.
Thank you, AJ. So I want to see this through, Derek. We are going to get to you, I promise. But I need to see this Saul and Queen's conversation. Well, they're back and forth. I want to see that through. So Saul, please answer
Thank you.
the question.
Appreciate it. Not me, not the state, and not the federal government can ever force a man to be a parent, nor can we force a woman to be a parent. The only people that have the choice to force whether someone is going to be the proper parent and commit to the situation and circumstances is the woman prior to conception. You can require a man to marry you before sex. That is an option. However, you don't do that in the SMEX.
Stop
I'm
trying
sorry.
to bring my life down, Schmex.
My bad. You can do that before SMEX. That is the choice. However, you don't do that because you don't believe that you are worth it. You don't believe somebody's willing to pay that price. So it's rare that you would ever tell a man, hey, I will not have intercourse with you without marriage because you believe he will walk away. Therefore, you give him access to your body to maintain the man that should never had a chance to procreate in the first place. I cannot dictate or force or judge a man's choice how he will father. I don't get to do that. The woman does. You get to ask all the questions. You can ask him, are you willing to marry me and give me your last name and commit to me for a lifetime prior to SMEX and making children? You can do that, but you won't. And how can I, when a man gets to dictate how he will father? If a man says, hey, I'm going to have kids and all I'm going to do is just give the mother money, that's his choice. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. If a man says, I'm just going to give a woman my seed and that is it, that's his choice. I can't dictate whether or not that's right or wrong, because guess what? There's a $7 billion business called a sperm bank that nobody ever complains about. Nobody ever stands out front of that building and says, this is wrong, shut it down. When a woman has the ability to go and get sperm because she has the money to take care of that child properly, nobody says a word. There's no problem. But as soon as a broke woman goes and finds a broke dude and gets the sperm free, now all of a sudden the man should be held accountable. What about all the men that went to the sperm bank? Should they be held accountable? Why is it legal for them to give away sperm and not have to be a parent, but it's not legal for a free man that did not choose to go that route? So like I said, if it's freedom and it's legal for one group of men to go to a sperm bank, doing it now, and drop off sperm for women to utilize and nobody has a problem with it, the same men on the street have the same rights. He can gift as much sperm as he chooses to the women who wish to go and get it. And legally, he can do so because not you, the state, or the federal government can force him to be a parent.
Here's my response to that. If a man is able to leave a child with their mother and not ever visit, not ever pay, that's okay. But a woman going to the club for a couple hours with her girls and leaving her kid with her mother that raised her is abuse. I don't know what world you live in, but I don't want to live in it because that's insane to me. This mother takes care of her child every other day of the week. Every other day, 360, let's say 360 days of the year, that child is with that mom. Every day, morning to night, she does all of the raising, all of the nurturing, she does all the teaching, feeding, clothing, all of that. But she wants to go out once every couple months, and that's abuse. But a man can pop in and out of his child's life whenever the fuck he wants to, pay or not pay, take care of it or not take care of it, do whatever he wants to, and that's not fucking abuse. You can miss me with that shit, bro. Miss me.
Well, like I said, I can give information, I can't give comprehension. I never said.
Wait, hold on, really quick. I want to hear from Derek because I want Derek feeling like he ain't in the conversation. Derek, I'm giving you 30 to 45 seconds. Then we're gonna go to Felicia. Then we're going to go to Saul. Yeah.
All right, no, that's cool. Thank you. So, like, all right, look. I mean, I get where your outrageousness
Get your
comes
background
from.
together, brother. Get your background together. What is up?
What's wrong with my background?
Just okay, go because I hear a lot of muffling. I don't know what it is. Could be me. Who's
I
sending me
tell you,
that?
I can't get my Bluetooth in, so like it might be a little
All right,
muffled.
all right. Let's get your point.
All right. Anyway, so first of all,
Thank you for
Queen.
the galaxy.
Oh my God! Look, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. You know, if you ain't got a lot of people to like support you, especially when you're talking about like men and stuff like that, not supporting you, that's fine. I get it. However, what he was trying to say is that I'm sorry, but I mean, you chose what you chose, right? And it's all about choice, right? Because you have the choice to unalive your child if you want to. Men don't have a choice when it comes to stuff like that. But yet you want to hold accountable or accountability? That don't make no damn sense. How you gonna hold someone accountable for something that's out of their hands? And isn't it all in your hands? If it's all in your hands, you should be the one responsible. And no offense, but like that depends on who you lay down with, not who you know. You can't go back on your. I mean, you can't go back now. You're the one that decided to do that. They decided to do that. You knew what you got yourself into. But yet you want to backtrack now because you want accountability, but yet you didn't leave no choice of him being a father in the first place. No father. Yeah, no.
All right.
Look, if you would have tapped that off
Land
3
it.
months ago,
Land it. Derek, land it.
all
Land
right.
it.
Yeah, no. If you want to tap that off, within like 3 months of your pregnancy, you could have done that. But guess what? Man didn't have no choice at all, but yet you did. So therefore, responsibility lays on you, holds on you.
Sorry.
All
What
right.
about
Hold on,
real
Queen.
quick?
Hold
Two
on
We
one
have an
seconds.
second.
order. We have an
Felicia,
I
order.
gotta go in order.
Felicia,
Hold on,
and
y'all.
Poison
I am going
Ivy.
into the.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I am going
Felicia
to the
and Poison
order, and
Ivy
I'm
haven't
gonna.
gotten a chance to speak.
Okay, so we're gonna do Felicia. Felicia, I want to say thank you very much for supporting the live. Really, I appreciate it. Yeah, I do know that we are supporting a child who is learning another language. That's where all the gifts and all the money is going to. So that y'all know. Thank you. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Felicia. Continue. I mean, Felicia, your point. Thank you, sir.
I want to give this a different perspective for both people or for both sides of the argument. So if we look at it like this, a man goes into a clinic and donates his stuff. That's willing. A woman goes into a clinic knowing that she is, oh, sorry.
Thank you.
A
No,
woman
not you.
goes,
I'm talking to Amanda. Amanda be
oh, okay.
she be over she be over gifted me. She be doing
A
too much.
woman goes into a clinic voluntarily going in there knowing that there's not going to be a father. That is a choice that she made. But when a man and a woman lay together, they're both accountable. They made that choice together. So I think in that situation, the man and the woman who lay down together and make a baby, both parties should be responsible. So when we look at it from that perspective, it's a little different. I understand where you're going with the clinic and the man going in the clinic and, selling his stuff and a woman going in, but she made the choice to go, the choice to raise that child alone, or a family who couldn't have children, a husband and wife, for example, go in to make a baby because they can't have children. And so I think that he procreates with just as much as the woman. However, I think that we all should be selective in who we have children with. And oh, can you hear me?
Sorry about that. There was a little glitch. Y'all can hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear
Press the
you.
wrong button.
Oh, but on the other end of the spectrum, to women who go to these clinics to have ABs done, they, at the end of the day, the man doesn't get the choice to whether he gets to keep the baby, right? So I think if we're going to look at it, we need to look at it from all perspectives and be fair on all sides. And so I just wanted to give a different perspective on that. And I'm going to land there.
Whoa. What the fuck is that? Thanks, bro. I don't know what that is. Oh, very good point, Felicia. Sorry, I don't know. They acting up today with the gifts. I appreciate it. Can y'all not hear me, King Jesus? All right, so I
We
said
can hear.
Felicia. Now it's Saul. Yo, I really appreciate this, y'all.
See, this is what my people bring.
Yeah,
Like
okay,
I
I
was
ain't
saying,
mad at him. I ain't mad at him now. But
uh,
Saul, you do know, Saul, I'm taking all the gifts and we already signed the kid up to learn English,
I know
right?
that's why I gave, and I
Yeah,
appreciate that. That's
I
outstanding.
appreciate it, brother. I
So
really do. All right.
to respond to the multiple of people that went, you as a woman make a choice when you have sex unmarried. You make a choice to get pregnant and be a single mom as you lay down with a man unmarried. Just like the woman who walked into the clinic. You're walking into a clinic too. You're just broke and can't afford to pay for it. That's what we don't want to recognize. That there are a lot of broke women out here that are using their womb for income. Because you understand in America, if you are poor and you don't have a place to live, your mom kicked you out, your daddy won't let you back over there, your friends are tired of you, all you have to do is get pregnant. And America will take care of you. They will give you a home. They will give you food. They will give you medical care and force the taxpayers to pay for you and all of these necessities. So please don't tell me that he's responsible for a baby. He doesn't even know you. You went down to Miami. You turned around and dropped it like it was hot to a guy named Little Zane. You came back home to Alabama. 3 months later, you're pregnant. Who's the father? I don't know. His name was Little Zane. Maybe we can find him on Facebook or TikTok. But guess what? You probably have an idea. You may have 3 or 4 guys because you was the neighborhood exercise bike, but you don't want to take all these guys and get them tested and find out them saying he is not the father. I know 47% of all DNA tests come back negative, almost half of them. So why is it that you're playing Russian roulette with your vagina and allowing everybody to shoot craps inside of you, and then all of a sudden everybody in the entire nation is now responsible for you and your poor choices? To me, that is abuse to children, it's abuse to society, and it is unalive in the black community. I land.
The panel's open.
Can I go?
I'm letting
Because
what
I
he
didn't
said.
get a chance to
Yeah.
go.
Yes, please.
I just think that, and I have to say that I agree with Felicia. I think that it really boils down to two people who are deciding to lay in the bed together, to be intentional about the outcome. Let's not sit here and pretend that we don't know what safe smex is, right? A lot of us, some of us haven't been taught it, but I'm 99% sure that people know preventative measures on the man's side and on the woman's side. So I don't know, someone was up here talking about if a mother decides to go out to the club, that's abuse. I never heard that because my mother used to drop us off to our grandmother's house every now and then, and we would stay over, and my mother would go out and have a good time, and nobody said that she was abusing us. At I don't know where that came from. I don't think that, anybody's really out here saying that. I think that's a projection. When a mother decides to go out and just have some girl time, have some free time, and she gives the child to an aunt or cousin or a grandmother, whatever. I don't think that that's abuse at all. It's not neglect. But to sit here and say that there's no accountability on the women, that I think
But wait,
that's
hold on, Poison Ivy. I find that a little bit. I find it a little bit janky and a little bit disjointed. It's interesting how you said the cousin, the brother, but not the father.
well, we were only
But
talking about
no,
that
I'm
because
just.
can I
But what I'm
finish?
saying
Can I
is,
finish? Because
well,
I'm talking about if the
whose
father's
space
not
are you?
present. I'm talking about if the father's not present.
All right, I'm gonna show the emotional intelligence my parents so diligently taught me as a young man. So you can finish in my space. Sure, go right ahead.
I was talking about if the father's not present. I wasn't saying that the kid shouldn't be dropped off. We were talking in a scenario if the father isn't present. That's why I didn't name the father. Of course, that's the first person that the baby should be with. 100%. The father should be in their life. But from my, coming from a single mother, my mother didn't have the option to drop me and my brother off at my father's house because he wasn't present. And I'm not blaming anybody for that. I was talking in terms of the
Why
father
wouldn't you
not being
blame
present.
somebody for that?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you blame somebody for that?
I'm not blaming anybody because I was raised and I have a good life. You know, my mother provided me with the best life.
So do you
So
think that your life would be even better had your father been present?
it probably would have, but my father was sick. My father was an addict. What do you want me to do? He's dead now. He can't hurt me no more. I forgive him.
I'm not, well, okay, so
At one point I
I
held a
am
ton of
simply
resentment to him.
I am simply asking you questions, and I'm the host. I'm going to spar back and forth with everybody.
Okay,
So
that's fine. I'm answering them.
I'm not taking it. Please do not take it personal. It is
I'm
for
not at all.
clarification. It's for clarification because I'm a strong believer that people who grow up in two-parent households behave completely different. The trajectory of their life is different. So
Absolutely.
that's all I'm trying to clarify here.
But
Okay.
and absolutely, and
I
it
just
probably would have been different. But like I said, my father was sick. He was an addict, and at the end of the day, spent a lot of my adulthood being in resentment against him until he died. He can't hurt me no more. So it's my job to move on. And I've had a beautiful life. My mother was able to provide me and my brother with the best life, you know. And it maybe not for some people, but I forgive my father. You know, I forgive my father. You know, holding on to that resentment will block me from a lot of stuff. So while I do believe that it has brought up some trauma and issues in my life for not having a father in my life, I can't, there's nothing that I can hold on to any longer.
why
He
do
wasn't
we
there.
You know, I don't work at a bakery. I'm not going to sprinkle sugar on shit. I want to know why is it that both people, why is it that both people can be accountable?
They
So,
are. That's what I just said.
okay,
They should
okay,
be.
okay.
100% they should be. My father should have been accountable for me and my brother. And
No, I'm talking about, okay, so do you think, okay, so I want to clarify something. Do you think that it is on the person who chooses their father, do you think the weight is more on them, or is it on the man that is just there, the Pookie? Because the Pookie is always going to be the Pookie. So is it the person that knows Pookie is Pookie and still decides to pick Pookie? So whose fault is it? Help me out here, chat, because maybe I'm just fucking confused.
Definitely the
I'm
higher.
purposely shutting the.
it's supposed to be on the person who knows the Pookie is a Pookie.
Okay,
Like
I
if you
got you.
know you're laying with a Pookie and then you expect the Pookie to not be the Pookie, then I don't know what to tell you. You lay with a Pookie, you know who you laying with. So you know what I mean? Like it's stupid to say that the person shouldn't be accountable for who they lay with. You know who you laying with, right? So you should be accountable for that.
Host, can I ask you a question, host?
Absolutely. So I'm waiting.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Did you say yes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
My question to you is this. In your own opinion, what do you believe the majority of black women in America require from a man in order to give him a child?
It's a good question. Um, so I think you have an idea of how I grew up. You know, both my parents are doctors, and I come from a family that is very, very educated. So the black women that I have been brought up around have very high expectations. But you didn't ask me about my family. So you asked about the average woman, African American woman in the United States. I would say, from what I see in the lives I've held, about how many foster children there are, how many ABs there are, I would say the standard is quite low.
And that is the problem. No ifs, no ands, no buts. And this is the first generation of black men to say it out loud. We have to say it. We have to keep saying it because the very men that they're talking about are the majority of the fathers. I agree that these trash ass individuals should be put under the prison for producing children and just walking off and act like they don't exist. However, this is what they like. Sierra's prayer was glorified, and she literally gave Little Future a trash man to be a father, then went and found herself a good husband. And I'll land with this. It's unfortunate in the black community that a man needs to be a king, 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 figures in order to be a husband. But he doesn't even have to be a free man to be a father. 92% of prisoners have children. The worst of the worst in the black community get to produce babies every day. And until we have the same standard for a father that we do for husbands, this will never be fixed. They are the black woman right now is the Dollar General of vagina to get children. The black boy and the black girl can be processed and produced for absolutely nothing. I land.
I usually don't agree with Saul, y'all, in a lot of different things, but today I ain't gonna like that. Y'all know y'all know how I be speaking, so y'all know. I don't know. This is a tough one. Is Queen frozen for y'all? Can y'all hear me?
I'm not
Oh,
frozen.
you're not frozen. Okay, because you was like, okay, all right. It's an open panel. I don't know today. I don't know. I ate my vegetables. My brain is working. I don't know. You got a lot of good points today.
I
A
can
lot of
agree
good points.
that if somebody knows that a Pookie is a Pookie, then they shouldn't have a kid with that Pookie. But why are we not addressing the ones who are not Pookies who still leave their children? Why
Damn,
are
y'all going
why is
crazy.
that not something we're addressing? Right? Like, let's address the men who will date women for years, right? They live together, stay together, they've been together. The woman gets pregnant, he's like, yeah, no, I'm out.
But how
But
often,
how is
Queen? What are the numbers?
no, I
Queen, I
promise
noticed.
The
I
goalposts
noticed
a
you
I
lot.
bring those numbers.
I'm
I
not
noticed you
moving.
bring that up a lot.
Sorry.
So, what are the numbers on that? Because I don't know how often that happens.
So
I have
Because
the
I remember.
statistics.
I'm not sure of the numbers. I'm not gonna
I
lie
have
to you.
I have the
I'm not gonna
statistics.
lie to you. Wait, can I please finish real quick? I don't know the numbers. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? But my question is, we keep talking about women picking, marriage, all of these things. So why are we not talking about the women who do pick, who do stay in these long-term relationships, who are in these situations, and then they still get left high and dry? This is what I'm
But here's
saying.
my.
You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so I got you. No, I got you there. But here's my question, and that's why I think it's important to know the numbers, because I would think logically, and I know we live in a world that's not logical. So if a man is married to a woman for X amount of years, let's say 18 years, so yo, y'all going crazy on the gifts. Thank you very much. Thank you, really. So if a man is married to a woman for, let's say, 10 years, right? He gets a divorce. I would think that the chances of him actually taking care of his children are higher than a man who's just throwing it back out and just, randomly doing it. So that's why it kind of
Yeah,
it's again a little
absolutely.
janky to me what you're saying.
Abs-
Does that make sense?
no, I understand what you're
Thank
saying.
you
And
for
I'm not
that.
saying that that's the majority, Justin. I'm just saying the way that we're talking about, like,
Yo, Queen, my name is Knox. You know my real name is Knox. Justin was a troll name.
I did
But
not
okay,
know
because I don't want
that
you to confuse it
actually.
with yeah, you
I did
should. I
not know
told you
that.
that. I told you that
Huh?
before.
No, you
I
didn't.
think I might have mentioned it.
I don't remember
All
that
right,
conversation.
Saul, please, Saul.
And leave their children and have no parental involvement with the children. In fact, the CDC did a test and showed that the black man is the most involved father in America.
Yeah,
He's the one who participates the most. So this fallacy that's been taught to us for the last 40 years was always a lie. The
right.
majority of black men who make children, especially inside of wedlock, stay inside of their children's life for a lifetime. However, the majority of men who roll by and do drive-bys with seed don't, because that's exactly what it was. When you produce children out of a one-night stand, 62%, this study was done by Stanford University, 62% of those men was under the influence of alcohol or THC. So that is called grape. You grape the man, got his seed, and then try to
Wait a
force him,
minute. Hold the fuck
excuse me,
up. How many of
excuse
the
me,
women? No. How many
excuse
of
me,
those women
excuse
also
me,
were under the
excuse me,
influence? No.
excuse
How
me,
many of those
Girl,
women were
excuse
calm
me,
also under
down.
the
excuse
influence?
me,
Answer the
excuse
question.
me,
How many of those
Calm
women
excuse
were
me,
also
down.
under the
excuse
influence?
me. Why is she allowed to interrupt, host?
How many of those women
Why
were
is she
also under
allowed
the
to interrupt me,
influence?
host?
She's
Edit
not.
yourself.
She's
Edit
not. We're
yourself.
gonna have
Edit
some
yourself.
decorum, Queen.
Please,
You're a
let's have some
moderator. You're a
control.
moderator too,
Please.
Queen.
I know I'm a moderator. I
So
want
could
an
you
answer to
please
that
go on
question
mute?
because now
Could
he's
you
saying all
please
of
go
these
on
men are
mute?
being raped.
Could
Are
you
we
please go
serious?
on
Well,
mute?
that's a
No,
fact,
calm
though.
down,
Can
Hey, that's
Queen.
a
Please
No
go
fact,
way
on
he
mute.
though.
raped.
No, no, no.
Hello.
It
Everybody,
sounds like a hit
everybody,
dog is
mute your
hollering.
mics. Everybody, mute your
Hello.
mics.
All right,
We
hold up.
must maintain decorum. We are not putting on a show for anybody. This is not a circus. We must maintain order and respect. We may not agree with each other, but we will maintain order and decorum in this space. That name says Knox Talks. It does not say Black Diamond. It does not say Dontrell. It says Knox. Over here, we are the black suburbs. We are going to have decorum, whether y'all like it or you don't. Queen, don't get emotional. Come back up here if you want to. You're welcome back. She's one of my mods. But
Could I please finish my point, sir?
please.
Thank you. And I've noticed that whenever I give that specific statistic, there are certain individuals who lose their cool because maybe just deep down inside, they have some guilt. If you participate with a man sexually and he has always used protection, and then all of a sudden he comes home and he's intoxicated with alcohol or THC, and you take advantage of that situation because you don't want to continue to have sex protected, because believe it or not, a lot of women take that as an insult. A lot of women take that as an insult for you to continue to have sex with them and pull out a condom because they want you to be with them forever. So what they do is just like the Drake incident. Sometimes they even go in the trash can and grab the condom and try to take the substance out. Oh yeah, that happens. We all know of the case that exists. So a lot of these men, and I would even say the majority of men that produce children from a one-night stand was not cognitive of the situation and circumstance and would have never done that in a sane, sound mind. But they don't want to use that. They don't want to tell you that. And I'll land with this. It's even where women are having sex with underage boys. They still come back after they serve their 12 months, 8 months, and put that same boy on child support. If you don't believe me, look it up. The information is available. I hold my stance where I say that these are the majority of the predators in this nation. And unfortunately, they have the federal government to back them up. I land.
Hey, I'm gonna say real quick. He's not wrong, and that I mean, like, I didn't even think I was gonna agree with Saul. I thought I thought we were gonna butt heads for a little while, but no, he's not wrong at all. If you're intoxicated, now they consider it grape. If you're under the influence of any substance, technically they call it grape. So who's taking advantage of who? I mean, because like it is what it is. Like that was the rules that you guys wanted to like stand by. You know, like I mean, for like women and stuff. That was the rules that they wanted to like hold a standard for. You know, like because like how many men got accused of something like that to a woman because she was intoxicated or because she was under the influence of something? A lot. And men get a lot harsher crime or a lot harsher punishment when it comes to crime than women do. And they take that shit very seriously. So, and now it's come out to be like, okay, well, we're going to be equal on both of these. We're going to be equal when it comes to, if a man's under the influence or a man's doing this or whatever. Now it's equal.
Start your descent.
Can I? Sorry.
So that sucks, but yeah, that's true.
We're going to do Felicia, then we're going to do Queen.
So there's some parts that I did agree with Saul on when it comes. It's like he gave the example of a girl going down to Miami and coming back. I agreed with that. There's some things that I agreed with. I'm going to say I'm one of the few probably that was in a relationship with, for 8 years. So I was married and then I was in a relationship for 8 years and had 2 kids in that relationship. He was in their life. And then when we separated, he was not in their life. However, with the choices that he started making, I knew that I didn't want my kids to be around that. So if he wasn't going to make the effort to be better, make the effort to be a part of the kid's life, I had them. And that is a choice that I made for them as their mom to protect them. I'm not going to force him to, I know this is going to be against the norm, but I'm not going to sit here and go after him for child support when I know he's not going to pay it, or when he can't take care of the kid that he has now, or when he doesn't call his kids on birthdays or Christmas. I've known him since I was 15. I made the choice to lay down with him, so I'm the one taking care of my kids at the end of the day. And so there are certain things that I do agree with. I do have
No,
a
mods, hold on,
fantastic.
Felicia. Mods, watch the comments. There are some fucking diabolical things being said. Really. Mods, watch the comments. Y'all know I like a nice 30 people over here. Now, it's ignorance over here now. All right, continue, Felicia.
So with that being said, there are certain things that I agree with him on. The only thing I disagree on is if, okay, say you're laying down with somebody and it is consensual. There is what's the word I'm looking for?
Big
No
box.
substance at play.
Why
Then
is Queen leaving? Hold on, Felicia. Queen, why do you keep leaving? Are you doing something? Because I want you to get your rebut, but if you leave, we can't do that. All right, Felicia. Let's put Jones, AJ, can you put Saw in the big box? I want to see what he's reading. I mean, what he has there. Or somebody, one of the mods, please. Felicia, continue.
I'm talking about in a situation where substances are not at play. I think that both should absolutely be accountable because both made the choice. I think it's a tricky topic. And again, there's things I agree with on both sides, which is why I tried to give it from the perspective from both sides, because I absolutely think we should be selective in who we lay down with. So let's not, dismiss or negate the fact that I said that, because again, it goes back to us being selective of who we're going to lay down with. I'm not going to lay down with just some random person I met that night. I'm just not going to do it. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
I say you're trying to be impartial.
I'm trying to see it from both sides. I'm
Right,
trying to
you're
see it
being
from a bigger
Mods,
perspective.
bring it back. Mods, please bring it back.
I say you're being impartial about it, which is good, which is a good thing.
Derek, okay, they call me.
Who?
Please. They call me.
Thank you for having me up. Much respect to everyone on the panel. One of the things that I wanted to say is that women are the biggest predators and we don't want to admit it. As a woman, I listen to women day in and day out constantly fight with men because they don't want to hear the truth. The truth is a lot of the things that it's us. The manipulation, the lying, it's all us, but we don't want to put that mirror in our faces to say and accept responsibility. We will not accept accountability. Even when stats are shared with us, we don't want to share. We won't accept accountability. Everything Saul said was true, but because it didn't make us feel good as women, we're now saying, oh, that's not true. That's not true. I agree with some of it. All of what he said is true. We may not like it. It may not feel good. It doesn't sound good. But the only way that we can make a change is if we learn to listen and we learn to pivot and make better choices. We have to stop blaming men for everything that happens to us. And women in this day and age, everything is about a man. Everything is about someone else but themselves. As women, we have to look at ourselves. Things start with us. Pregnancies, the men that we choose, it's all us. No one holds a gun to to our heads to make us make some of the choices that we make. And when it comes all bad, when it's all bad, then it's everybody's fault. But when it's all good, we want to take all of the credit for it. At the end of the day, we decide who we lay down with. We decide who we have a baby with. We decide if we keep the baby. We decide. And it's no one's no one's decision but ours. So it's our responsibility to take accountability for the bad decisions that we've made and we continue to make as women. Men need to be in the forefront, and we need to stop fighting with men and start working with men. Men are meant to be the head, and until they fall in their rightful place, we will continue to have this democracy of a situation that's ruined. Children are not being raised because the men are in the household. Women are going around acting like men, and men don't want to marry you. Men don't want to marry another man. So women, learn to operate in your femininity, learn how to be a woman, and then you will find that men will then come to you. You'll get a different type of man, not a Pookie and Ray Ray. You will get a man. A man is not Pookie and Ray Ray. Stop labeling men as Pookie and Ray Rays because you're choosing Pookies and Ray Rays. When you get a man, you will see the difference. He will treat you totally different, but you got to be able to attract that man. But being masculine will not attract that type of man. Learn, women, get some healing, and you will attract a different type of man. I land.
Oh, can I go next?
We're gonna go to Virgo, and then we're
Yes.
gonna go back to Saul, and then it's open again.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
I want to say that I agree and I
Hold on
disagree
one
with.
second. I will have to say, hold on, Virgo. I will have to say that it was definitely not on my bingo card to agree with Saul on this specific issue, but today I am definitely agree. I agree with him with a lot of things, but I didn't think this would be a topic that I agree with him. And today he's there. He's 1 for 0, y'all.
I didn't hear what he
Virgo.
said. I didn't hear what he said, but I can say that it is not only women who need to work on themselves. Men and women need to work on themselves. Just like femininity is disappearing, so is masculinity for men, okay? Both parties need to work on themselves. Both parties need to learn how to work with each other. There are a lot of men who think that they're superior to women, which is also a problem. They don't know how to be partners, but they know how to be superiors. And everybody is not for that. And it doesn't mean that you're not a woman because you don't want a superior. And the submission thing, if we really knew what submission meant, submission means to obey and yield to a superior power. And that is not who a man is supposed to be, your superior. To be in a real partnership, it is understanding, support, and cooperation. That is what you can get from me. Cooperation, understanding, and support. I had to obey as a child. I'm grown now. I have a father, had a father. I don't need that. And you can't cooperate and not submit, because most women who are in submission are actually fearful of a lot of things, fearful to make him mad, fearful to speak up, fearful to say anything, and things of that nature. So I don't agree with the whole submissive things. If you cooperate, support, and understand, that should be enough for your partner. But I'm not going to say that, oh, it's just the women, because it's not. It's both parties, and both need to work on themselves. Both have some healing to do. Both were raised with some traumas and everything that they need to heal. It ain't just us.
I'm so glad she went before me because what she said goes right into my answer. Number one, she has the right to feel that way, gentlemen. That's number one. Number two, the Bible says when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. It didn't say when a man find a woman. She's not a wife, and that's okay too.
How?
She wants, excuse me, ma'am, I didn't interrupt you. And that's one of the examples why. It's okay. Not every woman is supposed to be a wife. You can never be a partner to a man in a heterosexual relationship.
I'm already a
Because,
wife.
excuse me, ma'am, you don't have no discipline. You
No,
can't be a
you're
wife.
talking about me though.
Can you please go on mute and stay there?
But you're talking about
Can
me.
you please
We
go
must
on
we
mute
must
and
let
stay
Talking
him
there?
about
finish.
you,
We
not to
do
you.
not interrupt.
Thank you. Like I was saying, and there's your example, gentlemen. And that's okay.
Whatever.
Every man is not supposed to be a husband. And that's okay. So when she says, I need a partner, she needs a woman. She needs a business partner. That's not a marriage, and that's not a heterosexual relationship, because she will never be responsible for your life, sir. She will never be responsible for your necessities, sir. But you will always be held responsible for her life, her safety, and the majority of her necessities. You will always be held responsible, regardless if you delegate tasks to her or not. You can tell her, yeah, baby, you can take care of the electric and I'll take care of the mortgage. But what if the electricity gets cut off? Host, is her father going to blame her or you that her and his grandchild is in the dark? Exactly. He's going to hold you accountable because you went and talked to her father and said, I will be her protector and provider in your absence. And that's why he walks his daughter down the aisle and hands her off to that man. And I'll land with this last statement. It's not just when it comes to children. It's not when it just comes to men. It's everything in society when it comes to adulting that women are the predators. And I will land with this last statement. When it comes to being an adult, there's 5 major topics. Number 1, physical fitness. Number 2, income to debt ratio. Number 3, child rearing. Number 4, education selection. And number 5, investments in retirement. And there's not one of those topics that where you can find at least 50% of black women are making sound decisions. You cannot tell me that 50% of black women are physically fit and provide an environment for their children to remain physically fit with a great diet. You cannot do it. You cannot show me where 50% of black women have a negative income to debt ratio and not a positive one. You cannot show me where the majority of black women are providing a great environment with 2-parent household or at least a village for a child to be born inside of. You cannot show me where the majority of educated women has selected an education that can take care of yesterday's debts, today's requirements, and tomorrow's retirement. And lastly, but definitely not least, you cannot show me where 50% of black women are investing properly in retirement. And that is the downfall of this community because we are all been added to this situation where we call the situation of spendage for us to be able to survive in this country, because the taxes and the reason why we spend so much money is because we all are bringing income into the household now. It is not just half of the nation, it's the entire nation. So this economy is based off all of our decisions. And unfortunately for the black community, our woman is the weakest link. I land.
Can I respond, Knox?
Absolutely. Hold on one second, Virgo. I'm watching the comments. Y'all stay respectful. If you start disrespecting my panel, I don't care whether you agree with them or disagree with them. My mods are certainly going to block you. I am not a numbers chaser at all. Usually it's like 20, 30 of us over here. So this is a conversation. People are allowed to have their opinions. You do not have to agree with them. But calling somebody slow and all of this, it's not going to happen over here. You will get blocked. There's other lives you can go and demean black people. Have fun over there, but this is not the space. We have to show decorum, so that's why I interrupted you, Virgo. But please continue.
Okay, I just would just like to say that it's a shame that men think that is something wrong with a woman who doesn't fully agree with them. I am not fatherless. My children aren't fatherless. I am married. I'm not under a dictatorship. I am not in debt. I work for myself and I make right at 6 figures by myself. I am not educated, very smart, could read the newspaper before kindergarten. So sometimes your judgment is all wrong based upon your ego. You have to come outside of your ego to really get to know people. Just because people don't agree with you and don't see things as you doesn't mean that they're not as capable and as able as you. You have to come out of that mindset because everybody doesn't fit inside your box. And there are plenty of women who are not in debt. There are plenty of women who have chosen wrong, but they were misled and they were lied to. We're not all out here just, let me just choose this, choose that. And then I would like to ask for a lot of men who think like this, what's up with the stats of your mothers? You know what I'm saying? Like, where does she fall on the black woman totem pole?
My mother, why is my mother catching straight? She's
what
somewhere building.
Hold
on, my mother is somewhere in St. Martin right now building her second summer house. So
I'm not talking to you.
It's the truth. But I think first of all, I think that we see it, whether it's on this app, whether we see it in real life, there are examples after examples after examples to to kind of go to Saul's point. So I think it's not a bad. I mean, it's a bad assumption he made, but is it usually the case?
But men are not, a lot of men are not financially together either. They are suffering out here. A lot of men are in prison for the rest of them lives. A lot of men don't even know how to make money, don't even know how to save money, don't even know what to do with money. It's not just women.
And who were they raised by?
I agree.
By their moms and their dads
They were
sometimes.
most of them were
I
raised by
mean, not
single
every
moms.
suffering child was
Most
raised
of
by
them
Hold on,
their
were
that was
raised
exactly
by
where I was about to
single
go.
moms.
Yeah.
And
Not
we
all the
don't
time, baby.
we don't want to I could give you statistics of the
I'm not
people
saying
that
it's impossible. What
You
no,
I'm
can't
saying
keep
to you, we
all
I'm
the
gotta
not
stop putting
saying
statistics to
everybody in a
yourself.
box.
nothing is 100% queen, nothing, right?
Correct.
What we're
But that's the
talking
way it's
about
said.
is the majority. There will always be outliers. But in order for us to correct this in our community, we have to be able to admit that negative.
Okay.
As women, we have to be able to stand 10 toes
Yes.
on what is. But we as women, we get so emotional. We start getting upset. Then we want to say, well, what about the men? What about the men? What about the men?
It's
We
a valid
can't.
question though.
What you want? Hey, look,
Hold
you want
on,
all
Queen.
credit to
Hold on,
raise.
Derek.
You
Let
want
me
all
land.
credit to
Let
raise
me
his
land, Derek,
children.
please.
Oh,
Let me
my
land.
bad. Go
I
ahead.
won't be
You know,
long. We
Oh, my bad.
cannot
you know
fix
what? One
it.
of the hold on. You know, one of the most beautiful things, and I'm so happy. I had parents, and I'm gonna connect this. I had two parents, right, in the household, and one of the things that my parents taught me, and I'm so happy now, and I understand why they taught me that, is fucking impulse control. And when I talk about impulse control, I'm talking about physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. And I see it very, very often. A lot of y'all just simply, and y'all can come after me if you want to, you won't win that fight, but have not been taught impulse control. When I was a little boy and I used to get frustrated, my father would literally tell me to take a knee and look 360 and calm the fuck down. I think a lot of y'all parents miss that chapter because as adults, y'all should be able to control your impulses. This is fucking ridiculous.
I'll say
Very
I
good.
ain't
Sorry.
talking like a half an hour or
So,
so. Like,
Derek, can I finish? And I'm gonna
no,
let.
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you,
J.
Derek. I
Cole.
so appreciate it. Much respect. The only thing I'm saying is every time we have a conversation about women, women constantly say, "What about the men?" I don't talk to the man. Men talk to the men, right? I speak to women. But women want to listen to women who aren't married. Women want to listen to single women. Women want to listen to women who feed their ego. Yeah, yeah, girl. Yeah, yeah, girl. That doesn't help us get to that next level. We have to be brutally honest with each other and start calling each other out on our bull. Our bull is we don't like to admit we are wrong. We don't like to admit that we are the major problem. We don't like to admit that everything that we've complained about that man about is really us. We're the manipulators. Hence having the 42-inch bust down, hence having the BBLs, hence all of this makeup, hence having AI. We do everything to be somebody else but ourselves, but we complain about the man. My point is, ladies, we have to look at ourselves, fix ourselves first. When we fix ourselves, as I said, we will attract a different man, not a boy, but a man because he sees you. But you got to see yourself. And right now, a lot of us are hurt and we don't love ourselves, but we blame the men for that. And any woman who's a married woman, who gets on a panel and talk about men, if she has a good man, I question her and her relationship. I have a good husband. My husband is good. There's no way in the world that I would get on these panels and talk negatively about men because I know that there are great black men out there. So when you get on these panels and you supposedly are married and you supposedly have a great husband, I question that if you're up here dogging him out. Because when you dog him, when you dog these other men out, he's a man. He's a part of that. So be careful on the things that you say. You represent him in front of him. You represent him behind his back. You took his name, represent him in the right way, and start standing up for men because you got a good black one. I land.
So speaking
Well,
facts
DePaul, we can't
is a
automatically
problem.
think that everybody is married to a black man.
So I apologize. You know I'm not
For sure.
interrupting host.
No,
I have
you're
to say
good. No,
this.
you're good. No, you're good.
So when
Because
does
a lot of
spat
y'all,
Pick
when does
me,
speaking
pick
what I
me,
facts?
think
pick
is
me,
what
pick
I think
me,
is
pick me.
interesting is a lot of
I'm
y'all
with
be
you.
saying
I'm with
a
you
lot of y'all be
100%.
putting. What do you say, AJ?
I'm
Shit,
with
I am
pick
too.
on that. I'm with her 100%. We know how I feel about the black man. Like I'm married to a black man. I agree with everything she just said, and I just want to give her props.
I have a question. So if we speak
I'm
facts,
still
not
trying to
talking
respond to
about
the first time you talked, man.
oh, okay. I'm just gonna ask this right quick. If when to I'm not sure what her name is.
I'm still trying to
They
respond to the
call
first time you spoke, man.
mm, so to they call so if we speak facts about men, is
Why are
that
you
what you're
speaking
calling
again,
talking
ma'am?
down? Like
What?
so there are facts about women, there are facts about men,
Oh,
and if
stop
we
this
seem
bullshit.
to speak on those, it's called bashing or going against men. I just don't see that. Whether you have a good man or not, you're free to speak on what you've experienced, the facts. Like you're not closed off from that just because you have a good man. That's crazy.
Is
Hold
it
on. What do
open
you mean?
panel?
Like,
Can
you
anybody
know how
just
many
speak
women
whenever
bash
they want?
men all the time?
So hang on 1 second. I don't remember it being open panel, but if you want to speak, you can go ahead and speak your thing.
Yeah, I was
But
still trying to respond to the first time she spoke. Okay, number one.
okay.
I'm still
Number one,
respond.
I know, right? Now I got to respond to two. Number one, just because you're married, that doesn't make you a wife. Just because you're married, that doesn't make you a husband. Okay, that's number one.
What is it?
And number two, I asked a specific question. I said, can anybody, in fact, I'll make the question answer a little bit more juicier. I'm willing to send you $100 right now on Cash App if anybody can provide me one statistic that shows that the majority of black women, which would be 50.1%, are making sound decisions in any of the topics that I named, such as physical fitness, income to debt ratio, child rearing, education selection, and lastly, investments in retirement. And then we can find out who the real weak link is. And you said, what about the men? Oh, I'll give you a quick synopsis of the men. The majority of black men are in the middle class or higher financially. The majority of black men in 1995, the average black man's weight was 200 pounds. The average black man's weight in 2025 is 200 pounds. The majority of black men with children give children to one woman and not multiple women. That's only 33% of black men who do that. 66% of black women who have children with multiple women. I mean, multiple men. More than one last name in the same household. One of your sons' name is Johnson, the other one's last name is Jackson, the other one's last name is Michael Jackson. I don't care. It's crazy in there. Lastly, the majority of black men that are in the working class work in a situation or circumstance that provides retirement, such as police officers, garbage workers, postal workers, working for the state, working for the federal government, military, et cetera, fire department. All of these jobs provide retirement. They do not go and do the things they like to do. They do what they need to do in order to make sure they take care of themselves when they can no longer work. And the one thing I didn't mention for black men is education selection. The majority of black men do not even go to college because they do not want to start in a position where they are in the negative in order to go out and start life and start off with a negative income to debt ratio. So the majority of women in the black community, especially that are educated, you leave with an average of $65,000 worth of college debt that you never pay off. In the majority, you are in the rears in the majority. And that's the reason why you have the worst income to debt ratio in the nation, negative 1.4% to be exact. So like I said, I gave the statistics for black men. Now provide me one, just one. That's all I ask, just one. One thing
I
out of
want
those
you to
five
know.
that the majority of black women are doing properly, and I
Okay.
land.
I want you to know that I'm not bashing you in any way, but I did just realize why every time I see you on a panel, I disappear. Because it seems. No, I don't want you to think I'm bashing you. You know, I'm being funny a little bit, and you know. Um, but every time I see you on a panel, I do disappear because it seems like it's a bashing of brown women, but statistically not, right? So every time I join a panel, I'm one of those outliers, okay? The host here has made it so that I know I'm not an outlier. I am one of those people that want to make things better for our community. That's what I want to say. As a whole, I want to make things better for us. I am married 15 years. I go against everything that you are saying, which is why it boggles me why everyone else would be acting like it is okay, is what I want to say, okay? Without, hurting anyone's feelings or whatever the case may
AJ, I
be.
don't. You know what? This is the thing that I'm noticing, and I honestly think he's doing it without emotion. It doesn't seem like, for me, I could be wrong. I don't think that he's doing it with malice. I think he's stating a lot of facts
I
because he's
don't
not.
either.
Yeah, so I don't know if I don't feel that he's being like attacking black women. I think it's the absolute opposite. After really sitting here, usually I'm not fucking this quiet, but I think after sitting here listening to him,
He's
is that
stating
I think it's
facts.
the opposite. I think he actually loves black
He's
people, and
stating
he's stating
facts.
these facts. Yeah, he's stating facts, and that's what I love in my
Me
lives. So
too.
we
I
can't
think,
Women are
Which
ignore
is
the
actually
which
facts.
is
leading
look,
right
why he's
now.
I
bothering
think,
Through
I
me.
think what he's
He's
doing,
education and
bothering
I think
me a
what he's
little
financially,
doing,
bit.
we
he's
are
trying to,
leading.
let
I don't
Like,
know what
people
how
he's
can
talking
you
know.
about.
argue against what that man is?
Hold on.
How can I don't know. Y'all gonna hate me too. I'm like the host. I don't know. How can you argue against what that man is saying?
I'm gonna say
Because
like,
it's not
yeah, no,
totally
no. I
true.
think what he's doing,
I,
he's trying to
But
let
I
people
think what
be
it is
aware.
okay, Derek, Jesus, Mary, and little JoJo. I think for me, it is we cannot argue with facts. Anybody
What
that
the
say
fuck is on there?
okay, Derek, thank you so much for coming up. I can't do it no more. I'm sorry. I got a 16-year-old son, and I'm done babysitting. I work very hard so that I could have a nanny for my child. I'm not doing it, really, for my little 13-month-old. Because I promised my wife I wasn't going to make her a domestic. And I'm not about to sit here and babysit. When I'm fucking talking, shut the fuck up. Some of y'all just don't understand being nice and cordial. Now, I guess the Jamaican coming out a little bit, y'all. So, Saul, I believe, his points, he is stating facts. He has not been emotional. He has not attacked anybody. He has shown extreme decorum. I just find it very tricky and very janky, the Virgo, is that as he was talking, right, you were doing a lot of snickering and hey, hey, hey. And my question is, and I'm not really coming for you, but do you do that to your husband? I'm just curious, and then we can move on. Like when your husband is talking and you having
Mhm,
debates and heated conversations, as we all do
mhm.
you snicker and do you be like, hey, hey, hey? Like, do you do that to your husband?
If I have been belittled or disrespected, I will. And then
Okay,
he
I
he
don't think
did
that
he
he.
did say some things that were not true that he was projecting on me. So that's why I did that.
I never said
Interesting.
anybody's
All
name.
right, let's move on. Let's
Host,
move
did I
on.
ever say anybody's name?
I didn't hear it.
Well,
I
after I
always
spoke,
speak
you
in
said
general.
her, so you would have to be talking about me.
Well, that's
nah,
a good
you
assumption.
can drop me. Please drop me. I'm here. I'll take care of the chat.
You're AJ. Thank you. I appreciate you coming up in modern. Well, I'll write you in the DMs. Yeah.
Question for you, Knox. Is it? I don't know. Sometimes on these panels, it's like the men, they just get to spew and say whatever. If a woman says anything or makes a gesture, then it's disrespectful. It's a problem. This,
Yeah.
that, and the third. I'm only asking because when I
All
was
right. So
trying to, huh?
you are certainly not in that space. Anybody that regularly comes over here knows that I put anybody, for the people that regularly come over here, do I not put everybody's feet to the fire? I don't got a real dog in the fight. I'm on the side of black people. And if the facts are the facts are the fucking facts. And that's it. So if you start spitting facts, if you start spitting things, then I'm gonna give you the latitude. But the man is not being. I've seen this. We've all seen this man on this app. This man is not coming at. He is not saying shit out of malice. So, and I'm not going to. I'm very impartial. I'm not going to be biased towards him. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be biased towards anybody. He stated facts. I think a lot of times the facts hurt.
He's not the only one stating
I
facts.
think they hurt. I think they hurt. Let's move on. I'm gonna stop rambling. So, do you want to say something else? I hope I answered your question. Your
No, I'm
question
just
is
saying he
don't attack
wasn't the
anybody.
only one stating facts, but you know,
Yeah, but
it's
did I
okay.
say? Why am I? You know what? I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm
I'm
so
not trying
sorry.
to go back
I'm
and
just
forth. I was just saying he's not the only
so.
one stating
Did I answer
facts.
your question? Did I answer your question or no? Because I can be
You're
clear.
fine. You're fine. I got the answer.
All right. So, who's next? Felicia, I haven't heard from you in a while. Oh, matter of fact, sorry, Felicia. EYS Will.
Hey, how you
You're
doing
new.
today, Mr. Knox?
Well, obviously, you see that you see
Definitely,
how things
definitely,
are
definitely. I'm
going.
observant. Definitely, I understand, sir. Definitely. Yeah, man. Yeah, just because you don't agree with something don't change facts. But it said, who's more of the predator, men or women? I would have to honestly say men.
You would say men?
Yeah.
Okay. Walk me through it. Walk us through it.
Turn right onto Sequoia Avenue.
Oh, somebody
In
on
1,000
GPS.
feet, turn left onto Airedale Avenue.
Walk us through it.
Yeah, it's just like I used to do a class at a prison, and we used to just look through research statistics, and more of the predators just happen to be men. You know what I'm saying? So just from what
In
I've
what
seen,
aspect?
s-
In what
in
aspect?
I would say mainly in the sexual assault against children.
Okay, that's what angle you're going at. Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
it was mainly like 89-90% were white males, white males, but it was mainly men though.
Can I ask him a question, host?
Sure can. Sure.
Absolutely,
Oh,
Okay, great.
absolutely. The panel is still open, y'all. Now the
Okay, yeah,
panel is
you
open.
know me, I'm very polite. Yeah,
No, no,
EYS.
Saul.
yeah.
EYS. I matched the host energy.
Okay.
EYS. Let me
Okay.
ask you a question.
Okay.
In your lifetime, out of all the men that you've had conversations with, what percentage of them would you say had a sexual experience with a grown woman prior to turning 18?
I wouldn't know.
No, I said just your opinion.
Uh,
You've never had conversations when you were a teenager about other teenage boys who were having sexual intercourse with women that were over the age of 18?
I'm pretty sure I have. I can't say I just recall
Okay,
the actual
great, great, great.
conversation.
So, how many of those young men ever went and reported it to the police?
Probably not many of them.
I would say none,
Yeah,
zero.
yeah. I know where you're going with it. Yeah, a lot of men and boys don't report it because
Exactly.
they're
So,
gonna
wait,
get
wait, wait.
shamed
I got
for it.
another one for you. I got another
I
one.
I understand what you're saying. I'm not
I know. I got
disagreeing.
another question for you.
Okay,
How many men would you guess has been intoxicated with alcohol or THC, and they were having sex with a girl, and they always used the condom because they didn't want to get her pregnant. She was just a smash and dash.
man. Probably 1%.
And how? No, no, no. Yeah, I didn't finish. I didn't finish the question.
Oh, okay. Go for it. My bad.
Okay, so the question is, out of all the men who was having sex with women, they were using condoms, and then all of a sudden they came home from the club or hanging out with their boys, and they were under the influence of alcohol or THC. If that woman has sex with him, is that not great?
So if he's under the influence,
Hmm.
yes, yeah.
And what percentage of those men that happened to do you believe went and reported it to the police?
0.000 point
Exactly.
zero.
And that's the reason why we
Yeah.
cannot use those statistics specifically, because when it
I,
comes to
I I
boys,
understood where
I
you
know,
were
but just let me finish
going,
my sentence. Let me finish
but
my
I
sentence.
was in the middle of speaking on just an opinion. Like
I
it's
got it. I
just
got it. I got it. But I didn't interrupt you. Could I ask a question? Now I'm trying to finish my
go
my
for it.
statement. No problem. So, like I was saying, that's the reason why when it comes to SA for young boys and
Mhm.
grown men, we will never know the truth because we were literally taught by this nation with our mothers involved that you can't be a victim. And how did that happen? I'll tell you right now. When you turn 12 and 13 and 14, you got a different statement than girls got. When you started going out on dates, the girls got told, hey, be careful because these guys, they only want you for one thing. These grown men and these boys want to take advantage of you. But you didn't get that statement. You got told, hey, don't make me no grandmother. I ain't ready to be no grandmother. Make sure you put a condom on. Make sure you wrap it up. As if you couldn't be a victim. As if these grown women out here aren't trying to take advantage of 16, 15, 17-year-old athletes. And every man I've ever known, and probably even yourself, had the opportunity to have sex with a grown adult woman as a teenager, and our mothers and sisters could have knew about it, and they never would have called the police. They
I
never
hear
would have
you.
called the police.
I
So
definitely hear you.
exactly. And that's
I
the
take.
problem. And that's the reason why I say when it comes to children being assaulted, when it comes to children being unalived, because those are the most vulnerable humans in the world. Children. Men do not unalive their own babies in the majority. Men do not grape little girls in the majority. But I would say without a doubt that the majority, especially of attractive teenage boys, have had the opportunity to have sex with an adult woman. And even if the society found out about it, they would say you were lucky in order for it to happen. And it is literally legal to unalive babies and take babies and throw them in the trash and put them in front of the fire department and leave them out in the cold in a basket and she not be prosecuted. So even legally, you cannot compare to abuse and being a predator to children as women do. I like it.
I still go back to what I was saying before. It doesn't change. Like,
After you land, Will, we're gonna
okay.
go to Super King.
Yeah, it still don't change like nothing I said. Even with that taken into account, I still will believe men overall at the end of the day because it doesn't say on the prompt what type of predator. I mentioned that section for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just grabbed that section of it. It doesn't say specifically what type of predator. There's multiple
Yeah, but
types.
Will, you know what panel you're on. You gotta think about it critically and go. I mean, and go in depth. I get where you're going. You're saying one specific. You're talking about one specific predator, from what I'm
Yeah,
understanding.
just a certain different demographic. That's all. I was just speaking
All
of
right, well,
that.
let's try to keep it in the diameters of what the conversation is having.
Okay,
I mean,
I would still say overall, I feel like it would be men.
Do you
okay,
know the
so walk
definition of the
walk
word
us through it.
predator? AYS? Do you know the definition of the word predator?
Yeah, something like that.
Can you tell me what the definition of the word predator is?
I don't know it word for word, sir.
I mean, in your own words.
Predator prey, someone who preys on the weak.
Okay,
Okay.
well, the actual definition is an organism that hurts, KILLS, or eats other organisms. So hurt, just hurting someone, you could be a predator. So I would ask you, do you
That's
believe that?
still a predator.
I know. Here's my question. Do you believe if a woman smacks a man when she's upset, can that be considered abuse?
Of course.
Okay, so would you say that more women smack men when they get upset, or more men smack women when they get upset?
I wouldn't know that.
And just in your opinion.
Uh, uh, yeah, I don't know for real. I really don't.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll just disengage. I land there.
Alrighty, let's go
Oh shit.
to Will. Let's go to Super King.
Good afternoon, host. Thank you for having me on your panel.
Absolutely.
So yes, I read the prompt and I was, listened to many of the panelists speak, and I think Brother Saw has slightly alluded to the point that I'm going to make, and it's that, you know, when we look at the term predator, a predator will usually look at its prey is weaker and more vulnerable than it, and it will take advantage and it will want to harm or kill it. This example that I'm going to give now is irrefutable, and the numbers are horrific.
There's
So,
Predator. It says exactly what I just said.
Hey, why are
so
you interrupting the man?
Y'all.
okay, thank you. So only last year, according to the World Health Organization, there were 78 million. I repeat, 78 million. That is larger than the entire population of the United Kingdom, unalived fetuses. If that is not a G-side of the worst kind, the most horrific, toll, that D-toll there shows that when there is somebody that cannot be protected, there's somebody who's vulnerable, there is one particular group who will seek that individual, those individuals out, and they will unalive them, and they will lobby, they will go to parliament and government, and they will fight for the right to kill. If that's not predatory behavior, I don't know what is. My second point is when we go to the legality and what we do call predatory behavior, it's systemically in favor of the woman. So by the very definition of grape, it excludes women. The very definition of grape excludes women in legal terms, because they say a woman is unable to penny, I don't want to say the word, I don't know if it's
Hold on a
too
second,
up.
King. I just want to thank. Hold on. I want to thank all the gifters. Y'all know me and my wife were putting a kid through a language course until they get to whatever, until they achieve the C1, C2 level. So I really appreciate y'all. I'm not usually a person that asks for gifts. Y'all notice we haven't asked for gifts or taps, and I really, truly am thankful. Really, I am. I appreciate it. Super King, continue.
Yes. So even the legal definition on a systemic level would exclude. So any man that has been raped, he cannot put that in legal terms because the definition doesn't fit. A woman doesn't have a penis. So the legality of it would stop that from being reported as such. And this has been exploited. How many times have you seen on the TV or the news where you have these teachers that are assaulting these children in their class, these teenagers, and the teenagers don't know any better because society has
Hold on a
told
second, Super King. Hold on a second. So you're saying to me, or you're saying to the people in this live, that if a man can't be raped,
well, cannot be
we thinking
raped by
about
by a
It's
woman.
classified as sexual assault.
Correct. By a woman.
Okay. All righty.
This is
Continue.
This is systemic. And there's people in the comments saying men grape men all the time. I didn't say they didn't. I'm saying that when a woman does the same type of behavior, it is not classed as grape.
It's not classed as grape. How so, though? How so?
Because it
It's
has
only
to
class as sexual assault.
Legally?
Yes, legally.
Okay, legally. Okay.
And
All right, continue. Sorry, I gotta ask questions. Ask questions. So okay.
It's no problem. So when they're bringing up all these statistics, already the numbers are skewed because they can't even be included in certain in certain categories of SA. They're excluded from it just by being a woman, even though they will target these children in the secondary schools, these boys, and they will have their way with them. And then they will cry and everybody will feel sorry for them. But this is happening in increasing numbers. Just go on YouTube and type in, teacher and student relationships. This is not.
But why do you think that is? Do you think that the society is it a global phenomenon? Do you think we are conditioning our women, our girls to do that? Or
Um,
I mean,
that's a good question. I
it's a question to the panel
Yeah,
also.
I just think that is predatory behavior. They have spotted an avenue, they've seen an opportunity where they can almost get away with it. They can,
So would you say they had a meeting? I don't think they sat down and had a meeting and said, okay, let's. Do you get what I'm saying? So walk
yes,
me
I
through it.
understand that. I understand this is it's just the nature of not being held accountable for these for your behavior in general. And then when you get into these positions of power, you now have a classroom full of people's teenagers and children. And because you are now in a position of power, you're going to exploit that. And you're going to violate that child without that child even knowing that it's being violated. If it was the other way around, with a male teacher to a female student, that girl would be very clear on what is happening. Yeah. But these boys, they're told, oh, you're lucky. They will even applaud such behavior, not knowing that they are victims. I land my plane.
Hey,
All right,
host.
let's go to our new guest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Real
I'll
quick,
wait.
so
I'll
let's
wait.
go to our. All right, Butter. What is your name, Butter? Butterfly, please.
Yes, it's butterfly nails. I was just listening. I don't have an input as yet, so I'm just listening right now.
Okay, that makes sense. I appreciate you,
I appreciate you.
being emotionally intelligent, because a lot of people like to jump up and be triggered. So that makes sense to me. Whenever you do, just jump in. Yeah, Butterfly
Okay,
Nails.
thank you.
Saul, absolutely.
Yes,
Saul,
host. Question for you: can there be a predator? Can you have a financial predator?
absolutely.
Okay, who practices hypergamy, men or women?
Women,
So could that group of women be classified as financial predators?
yeah.
See, I've never been in a world where the majority of men choose women based off of taking advantage of them financially. But this is a normal practice in America. This court
But you do
system,
have men that take advantage of women, though,
of
right?
course,
Financially.
of course. However, the
What would you
majority
say? Yeah.
rules. So I will always speak to the majority in a debate. I will never even mention
But
the
is that
minority.
no? I'm with you, but is that like not the name of the game, though? Do
It
we as men not perpetuate that and help that
Well,
kind of go?
everything you know of is a social construct, and you've adopted those social constructs, and you accept that social construct. So, regardless of the social construct, it should be labeled what it is properly. I would say any organism. That's what the definition says. And so, if you are a parasite, you are a predator. And like I said, the majority of parasites financially would be what gender? Not only just to men, but also to the government. Would you say the majority of men are parasites to the government financially? I wouldn't. I would say that the majority of no adult group, other than one, regardless of race, regardless of religion, there is no statistic that you will find where men outnumber women when it comes to taking things from the United States military, the United States federal government, or even the state government, because they are predators not only to men but to the system. So even hypergamy, which we accept, this social construct, is a predator. John and James both like Jane. John and James both treat Jane properly. Jane picks John because John makes more money than James. This is normal, even though Jane don't like John. And Jane will stay with John until Jane has got enough from John and then go smash James. My God in glory. This is something that we have accepted in our society, and we teach our own sons, hey, You need to be a man so you can do this for a woman. You need to be a man so you can do that for a woman. What do we tell our daughters? Do we tell our daughters to do all these things for their father? We literally teach our sons to be prepared to be taken advantage of, because this is the social construct that we believe in. We literally tell our sons, hey, don't let your mother carry those groceries in the house. Don't let your mother freaking go in the kitchen and take out the trash. Don't let your mother open the door. You do all these things for your mother. As we allow our daughter to walk right behind her. We don't tell our daughter to do anything for their brothers. We don't tell our daughter to do anything for their fathers. We tell our daughters they are princesses and that they should sit back and wait to be served as the princess should. And then they grow up into be bigger princesses, then call themselves queens. To what kingdom? Last time I checked, in order to be a queen, you must have what? A king. So I also hold men accountable on pushing this social construct and creating little small predators to grow up to be large predators. I land.
Alrighty. So with that said, I appreciate y'all coming and having the conversation. I got to get to my wife. It's 12 o'clock a.m. where I am. Y'all know I only asked for 1,000 taps. Y'all gave me 54,000. I appreciate all of the panelists that came over here. Remember, these are the type of conversations we should be having. Yeah. I appreciate you, Saul, for coming over here and showing decorum. Also, the call. Thank you very much for coming over here, Super King. Everybody who tapped, I appreciate you. Black people, I love you. Everybody else, I fuck with y'all. As always, the live always starts off with a song and it ends with a song. So, with that said, I'm out like a newborn baby.
Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of her. Say Lucifer, dawn of the morning. I'm from the murder capital, where we murder for capital. Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of her. Lucifer, dawn of the morning. So you niggas change your attitude, funny asking what happened to you. Lord forgive him, he got them dark forces in him, but he also got a righteous cause for sending them to murder me. So I gotta murder them first. Emergency, doctors performing procedures. Jesus, I ain't trying to be facetious, but vengeance is mine, said the Lord. You said it better than all. Leave niggas on death's door, breathing on respirators for killing my best war haters. A permanent high hater since I skate in the Maybach Benz. Fly this annihilate them. Bumping brown sugar by D'Angelo in Los Angeles, like an evangelist. I can introduce you to your maker when you closer to nature. Ashes after they cremate you bastards. Hope you've been reading your songs and chapters, paying your tithe, being good captains. I'm coming. Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of her. Say Lucifer, dawn of the morning. I'm from the murder capital, where we murder for capital. Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of her. See, Lucifer, dawn of the morning. So you niggas change your attitude, but they ask you what happened to this holy war. I wet y'all all with the holy water, sprayed from the heckler. Catch order, medic or the static shall cease to exist like a sabbatical. I throw a couple at you, take six. Spread love to all of my dead bloods. I pour out a little Louis to a head above, yes sir. And when I perish, the meek shall inherit the earth. Till that time it's on and poppin' church. Like Don Bishop, the fifth of Palm Cop Eva. Lift up your soul and give you the Holy Ghost. Please, I leave you with somebody's cathedral. But stunting like Evil Knievel. I let you see where that bright light leads you. The more you talk, the more you irking us. The more you gon' need memorial services. The Black Album, second verse is like Devil's Pop. Say some dessert for us. Man, I gotta get my soul right. I gotta get these devils out my life. These cowards gonna make a nigga ride. They won't be happy till somebody dies. Oh man, I gotta get my soul right. So I'm locked up for my whole life. Every time it seems it's alright. Let me get somebody want they soul to rise. I chase you up in the search dreams. A hole in the 9 miller, the Bob's killer. Asking them why as my eyes fill up. These days I can't wake up with a dry pillow. Gone but not forgotten, homes I still feel you. So curse the day that birthed the bastard who caught your church mass. Reverse the crash.
Reverse the blast and reverse the call, reverse the day, and there you are. Fall along. Lord forgive them, we all have sinned. But Bob's a good dude, please let him in. And if you feel in my heart that I long for revenge, please.